champion level will. So coming up after the break, folks, we got the Coach's Show with Coach Darryl Burnett. We'll talk about last week's Overtime Classic, what the team must fix heading into the quarterfinals, and how the Trojans plan to slow down the pass-happy Morrilton squad. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas 96.3. Nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and move your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem, followed by a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence. Today, the colors are presented by Hot Springs High School, NJROTC. And now for the playing of our national anthem, performed by the Hot Springs World-Class High School Band. Join me as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for your moment of silence. Thank you. Please remain standing for the Hot Springs High School alma mater. Trojans, number 0, Jada Love. Number 1, Bishop Allen. Number 5, Julie Ivey. And number 6, Damon Hicks.
himself with 10 touchdowns. You got Gabe Jaime with 14. Jamarcus Horner with 13 touchdowns. Louis Jaime with 11 touchdowns. Chance, how about some defensive stats, too?
Yeah, we got LeBron Jordan leading the squad with 114 tackles. The defensive front total has 48 sacks. Lowry and Clinton lead the way with 12. Colby Holder with 6. Jimmy Johnson, freshman, got out there last week with 2 sacks on his own. LeBron Mardiker with 5 sacks on the field. They live with that.
Man, I couldn't be more excited for this matchup. We are moments away from the quarterfinals in this amazing run this Hot Springs Trojans team has had this year. It's been spectacular to watch. We've enjoyed it so much. Chance, before we get started, what are your keys to victory?
Number one, we got to clean up the field. There's way too many flags on the field last week. We can't do that against a team like Morrilton. 2, special teams execution. Too many miscues. Got to be special in the right way. 3, pressure the quarterback. They're going to throw it around. We got to put pressure on the quarterback. In the red zone. Field goals are not enough at this point in the season. We got to finish the job.
And this one final one. Control the game, the motion, big crowd, big stakes. The team stays poised for 4 quarters, usually wins playoffs, and that's what you got to have here. And we are ready. Kickoff here. 7 p.m. on a Friday night in November. Trojans back to receive. Looks like Jaime picks it up near the 15. Gets touched by 1. We got a flag already. He's still on his feet. They finally blow the whistle. And I would imagine this one is going to go against the Trojans.
Typically, when you get a flag in this area of the field at this stage, it's typically against the receiving team. So probably going to back them up out of that decent field position.
Absolutely. This is going to be a great start offensively then in terms of field position for the Trojans, but this has never been an issue for this team. The entire season, right? You got holding against the Trojans here. So it's going to back up to about 14.
Yeah, and that's a tough place to start, but like you said, this Trojan team all year has been explosive, so we know that they can flip that field in a hurry. I'm going to look for Bishop Allen to get into a rhythm quickly. Last week he was very uncomfortable to start the game. I'm going to look for some quick passes to really get him feeling it.
Allen with a snap on first down, looks to his right, quickly passes out to the flat. It's knocked loose. It's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. That's a play that typically works for the Trojans, and Morrilton snuffed it out immediately.
Yeah, if you're Bishop Allen right there, you got to get the ball out just a little bit quicker. You don't want to give that defensive back time to break on the route. And, I mean, right there, he broke up the pass. Worst case scenario, he takes that and walks into the end zone.
Yep, here we go. 2nd down, looking for it, going deep out to Trey Eddington, who could not get to it. Sideline maybe looking for a flag there, not going to get one. So Hot Springs with a 3rd and 10 situation early in this one. Less than 17 seconds have expired in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Of course, no score yet, and Morrilton's going to go with a massive change. Like 5 players coming off, maybe 7. And
yeah, I think Morrilton has won to match the speed of the Trojans right there, because all those dudes look much faster than the guys that ran off the field.
Yes, that's right. All right, here we go. Allen with the snap. Looks to his right. He's going to go deep with it. Mourning, maybe. Has it, and it was knocked loose. He had it in his chest and just could not hold on to it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a tough play right there. One that we have seen this Trojan team make time and time again this season. Just a little bit behind Jamarcus Mourning, but that is a ball that he wants to catch. He's going to be kicking himself because he knows that he comes up with those balls 9 times out of 10.
Hot Springs comes out flat in the first drive. Now Gabe Jaime will move back to about the 3 to punt this one away. Hopefully Hot Springs can provide enough protection to get this ball off. Here we go. On 4th down, low snap, and there's a flag to start off. And we're going to have to see who that one goes to. And that ball is going to get to the Trojan 45. So let's see what it
was thrown at the line of scrimmage. So if it's either going to be an offsides or an illegal formation or something of that nature.
Yeah, and this is something that Hot Springs has struggled with a lot in the season. Is just these penalties that hurt themselves, and looks like we've got a false start against the offense. They're going to decline it. And now Morrilton with fantastic field position to start their first drive of the game.
They're starting in Trojan territory, so this is not the start that the Trojans wanted at all right there, and that's exactly how they started last week, which kind of dug them in a hole.
Right, and you saw the Trojans struggle against the Badgers in a game that I don't think anyone really anticipated being that close. Here we go. From the Trojan 46, Morrilton has first down. No score in this one, still early in the first quarter. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to gain a few before being caught by number 54. That's LeBron Montecure.
Yeah, that's just a big boy run right there from the Morrilton halfback, man. He just takes it, and, defenders hanging all over him, and he still picks up a first down.
Morrilton with a gain of at least 10 here. Getting set again quickly. They might go to the same play. They do. This time it's stuffed in the backfield. He had no room to run.
Yeah, I don't think they were going to let it happen twice. So big play from the defense right there to step up. Big Colby Holder. He's been a great senior leader for this team all season.
Here we go. 2nd and 12 for Morrilton. The Dogs waiting on the snap. Here it is. Hot Springs putting pressure. He's going to have to get rid of it quick. And it's
my goodness.
Oh, man. And Jaime, Gabe, he wanted that one so bad. He got a couple of fingers on it.
We had 2 defenders crashing in on that play, too. Really, I thought the ball was going to be picked when it was in the air. Great play and awareness from our defense. Morrison's offense going, hurry up.
Wow. 3rd and long
showing
here.
Blitz.
Hot Springs, Javian Johnson trying to get him to go so he can get back there. Man. So they're going to change things up here.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to back out of our blitz.
Morrilton has a snap, Quarterback moves, and he's got pressure. And that one, where they're going to call a flag on Louis. They're going to say pass interference on Louis Jaime, and that one's going to give him a fresh set of downs. And you know that's got to be extremely frustrating for a team who just held Morrilton.
Well, they can't call pass interference because it definitely wasn't catchable.
Oh, did he pick it up?
So they're calling holding.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to call holding against number 5.
Okay.
Holding against the defense. And that's frustrating because you got what you want. At 3rd long, you got them backed up. You get pressure on the quarterback, force an errant throw, and then a holding play. And I'm one of those guys where you can call one of those plays, you can call that flag almost every play, right? So unless it's really hindering the play,
there's no reason.
Maybe hold it, but regardless, it's not an automatic first down.
No,
it's still
third and short here. Let's see what happens. Morrilton trying to get Hot Springs to jump off sides, taking a different play call from the sideline now. The Dogs awaiting the snap as the receiver moves in a little bit, gets reset. Rolls to his right. No, it's going to be a little bit of a trick play. There's nobody there looking for it, and he's got all kinds of room in a lead blocker, and he's going to get up way up there to about the 5-yard line, and they're going to throw another flag on Hot Springs.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be a horse collar against Javon Higgs. So
yeah, this is
what we talked about. One of our keys to the game was play penalty free because we got a really great Morrilton team here, and it's been penalty ridden early from the opening kickoff, man.
Yeah, Morrilton has been handed this drive essentially. Now a couple of good plays here and there to be true,
and that's the frustration when you give up, that penalty on 3rd. You go from 3rd long to 3rd and short, opens up the entire playbook. Right now we can run a little trickery reverse. Because all we need is 3 yards versus before we needed 13.
10:21 to go in the first quarter. Morrilton has 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Shotgun formation, trips right. He's going to go with a handoff up the middle. He's got all kinds of room, and they're going to score.
Yeah, just a nice little, we had the good penetration there at the beginning, but Morrilton's halfback with a little jump cut, finds a crease, and all he needed was about 4. He got every bit of it.
So already, with less than a couple of minutes expired here, Hot Springs is down 6, possibly 7 if they get this PAT. And it's just a frustrating start for this team who has been unable to, avoid penalties that are avoidable, right?
Yeah, and, for the 2nd week in a row now here in the playoffs, you're starting in a hole in the deficit, right?
Yep. So here's a set. It's up, and it's good. So 7-0 to start this one off. Morrilton Devil Dogs on top of your Hot Springs Trojans with 10:15 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break before kickoff here. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas 96.3.
Got to figure out a way to sustain a drive, and I think the Trojans, they lived on those big plays all year, and in the playoffs against these really elite teams that just haven't hit. So how do we get our quarterback into a rhythm and really sustain a drive is the question they got to answer.
Allen throws out to the flat here. Jaime's got room and see if he can cut by 1. He's going to get it up to about the 45. First down for Hot Springs.
Yeah, and if they're going to give you 10 yards out there, 10-yard cushion, to some playmakers like that, that's exactly how you do it, right? Just a quick little throw, immediate. He's got some space. He turns that into a big play, and here go the Trojans.
First down from the 46-yard line. Allen has the snap, goes with a little play action here, little inaccurate. to number 5, Louis Jaime, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just a little bit out in front of him. That's one that Bishop wants back. But I don't hate the play call right there, right? Again, you're thinking, let me get my playmakers in space. We've struggled to run the ball all year. So
2nd and 10.
Good idea.
For Hot Springs, from the far hash, we got 2 wide receivers to the left of Allen and 2 to the right. He's getting a different play call from Whitmore in the sideline. He's going to communicate with everybody, change things up just a little bit here. Allen has a snap.
They're blitzing.
And they've got pressure. He's going to have to move up and try to avoid it, and he can't. He's going to get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long for the Trojans.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one where, you had a bunch of guys at the line of scrimmage right there. You either got to get it out quicker, you're going to have to make a play with your feet. And he just didn't find a receiver that he was comfortable with there quick, and so he tried to make something happen and ends up going down for a sack. Here we really need to get at least half this yardage back to maybe go for it on 4th.
Hot Springs trying to draw Morrilton off sides, and they're going to throw a flag, and that one's going to be against the Trojans again. Man, all of a sudden you've got 3rd and very long. Hot Springs cannot help but hurt themselves.
Yeah, and you got to think we are playing an elite offense on the other side of this, so you do not want to get in a position where you're giving Morrilton's offense the ball back so quickly after letting them score.
No, because that could spell disaster early. 3rd and very long. Allen steps back, has pressure, goes to Jaime. Jaime tries to use a screen here, doesn't work. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 10 from Hot Springs' own 46-yard line, and the punt unit will come on.
Yeah, those are just frustrating drives right there. I don't hate the play call on that screen, but Morrilton is almost platoon subbing on those 3rd and longs to get more speed on the field, and you saw right there the screen was really swallowed up by some of those defensive linemen that they had subbed in to get there.
Good punt here from Jaime, caught near the 20, and they're not going to take a fair catch, so Hot Springs is going to wrap them up immediately behind where they caught it, near the 17.
Yeah, really good punt coverage right there from the Trojan punt team. You don't see that often from us, but boy, they were good there.
Yep, great way to shut that down. 8:32 to go in the first quarter. Morrilton is on top 7-0. Hot Springs needs a way to stop this offense without incurring more penalties. If they can stay clean on this drive, they can probably get off the field.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 for Morrilton. The Dogs are waiting the snap. Handoff to the right. He gets by 1. Javian Johnson, he's got a lot of room, and then he's waxed near the 27, and they're going to throw another flag.
Yeah, I don't know what that flag was on. We'll see. Oh, a sideline warning against Hot Springs.
Which is not uncommon.
Yeah, we get about one of them a game.
At least. 2nd and 1.
So they're telling Coach B, we need you to back up.
Yeah, 2nd and 1 here for Morrilton Devil Dogs. Hot Springs wanting to shut this drive down. Let's see what they can do here. Here's a snap. Screen pass out to the left. Jaime tries to stop and he's unable to as he runs out of bounds, gets chased by Trey Eddington. That's going to be a 1st down for Morrilton.
Yeah, and so what this does is when you set up that 2nd and short, again, we talk about that playbook being wide open, man. It's really hard as a defensive coordinator to stop on 2nd and short.
1st and 10 for Morrilton from the 36. Waiting the snap, hand off up to the right side. They're going to go back to the same play. There's a holding by Morrilton. Hopefully that 2nd flag is not going to be an offsetting penalty for the Trojans.
Yeah, I think they're going to get that right tackle there holding not Javian Johnson. That was Smiley who they were holding. He had good penetration, didn't make the play because of the hold, and so they're going to back him up right here.
Waiting for them to pick up those flags, make the call, and get this one moving. The Hot Springs happy to, as you can hear, happy to have at least one penalty go in their direction so far.
And I get the frustration from the fans there. It feels like they're piling on, but
a little one-sided.
I mean, at the end of the day, don't commit the penalties.
That's on you, dog. That's on you, dog.
You got to play disciplined football out there.
1st and 19. Excuse me, 1st and 20 for Morrilton here.
Big opportunity for the Trojan defense.
Absolutely. You got a few downs to do it, but if you can hold them. They're going pass here, very obvious pass situation as the halfback rolls out. And that was a great over-the-top catch from the Dogs there. It's going to progress the ball about 4 yards, 2nd and maybe 16.
Yeah, this Morrilton team is legit. You know, don't forget, they were on the road last week when they came away with a win over Nettleton. So they're not unused to coming to a place and playing a good squad.
Like you said before, Chance, you don't get this far being lucky. Morrilton with an excellent pass over the middle. And, I mean, it was an absolute dart to number 0.
Had to be, because Damon Hicks was all over him with some great coverage. So it had to be right in there, and it exactly was. Props to Morrilton for making this just a 3rd and 10 to cut that deficit, cut that yardage in half for what they need here.
If Hot Springs can remain clean, you've got a 3rd and 10 situation with the potential to shut this drive down. You've got to play smart football. You can't get fooled by the dummy count, Chance.
Got to watch number 15. He's their big play guy.
Trips to the right. Morrilton trying to draw him off sides probably. Nope, they're going to move, send this ball back, and he's going to pass over the top and unable to hold on to it. Let's see the strategy here for Morrilton. They bring out the special teams.
Yeah, I think they're going to. You kind of got to in this part of the field.
A little too deep, right?
Frustrating for Morrilton, man, because I feel like they got exactly what they wanted right there. It was number 81, Jackson McGee or Maggie. He just dropped it right at the sticks, and you know he's frustrated once that ball back.
All right, Morrilton with 4th and 10. Back to
you better watch a fake, because I'm pretty sure BB scored about 3 times.
I was about to say, BB loved to play with that. And that really high snap here. He's going to have to quickly get set and unable to. And now that one's going to give them a fresh first down because Hot Springs hit the punter.
Yeah, man.
Well,
this is where
that's what gets you beat.
Yeah, this is where you're going to get beat. So, you know,
that could be a play that comes back to haunt this team to the point of the conclusion of a season. And I'm not trying to project anything, but when you look at these self-inflicted wounds, this is what continually puts Hot Springs in difficult positions, is just plays like that where you got to be smart.
They've been so talented to overcome that this year, right? Like, we have so much talent on the field that, I mean, we're 10-1, right? So we've been overcoming these issues. But at some point, you're going to play a team where it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to overcome it. So they got to get it cleaned up, and they got to do it quickly, or else it's just going to continue to put them in bad positions. That's going to haunt them one day.
6:33 to go in the first quarter. Morrilton with a fresh set of downs in Hot Springs territory, up by 7. Awaiting the snap here. That receiver moved, but he is not going to say that he did. And was he tackled? They didn't blow the whistle.
I don't think he ever hit the ground.
Yeah, so he just rolled over the top of that Trojan defender and tried to keep going. That's going to be a gain of about 3. So 2nd and 7 here for the Dogs.
Yeah, and then it's hard.
Defensive line, they're tired. You can see those hands on the hips.
Well, you got to think the mentality of, we just made a big stop, get off the field. Oh, just kidding, right back out there.
Right back out there after a self-inflicted wound. Big pass there to number 15 who got it for a gain of about 20.
Yeah, he's their dude right there, man. He's got some strong hands, because it really looked like Louis Jaime had to jump on that and was going to come down with a pick, and that's just good on good right there. 1st
and 10 now for the Dogs as they're inching closer to the red zone from the 25. Morrilton waiting the snap here. There they go. Play action pass. And that one was just a little behind 15. He's unable to hold on to it. 2nd and 10 for the Dogs.
Yeah, Morrilton just moving this football, right? Kind of doing what Hot Springs likes to do to people, right? Just spread the ball around, feed the studs, get it to your playmakers in space, and that's what Morrilton's doing right now, and the Trojans need to find an answer for it.
Yeah, Trojans got to find a way to stop this. Can't get demoralized early in this one here in the first quarter. The Dogs take the snap. He's got a little pressure. It's going to be out to the right side, and they're going to say that he caught that near the 17.
Yeah, man, just the quarterback putting it in some tight windows, man. I want to give our defensive backs are all over these routes, and the quarterback is just fitting it in there.
3rd and short here for Morrilton. They're going to go with a handoff up the middle, and it's stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. He's still on his feet, actually, and finally brought down back near the original line of scrimmage, but they're going to give him all kinds of forward progress.
Yeah, that's big Sean Amos right there getting some penetration. Just came on to spell LeBron. A lot of kids keeping him a little bit fresher, and you set up a really big 4th down early in this game.
4th and 3, and Hot Springs is trying to motion that they got 3 wide receivers out to the left here. Let's see what Morrilton does on this 4th and manageable. This could be a huge play for either team. Here we go. Morrilton steps back over the middle, and it is incomplete. No flag. That's a turnover.
Play, man.
This defense stood up when it mattered the most here early in this one. 4:57 to go in the first quarter. Hot Springs now has the ball on the 17-yard line.
That's right. Great coverage right there from Louis Jaime. We talked about these defensive backs are all over these routes. Right there, he gets a really good jump to knock it away and clean play and no flags. And now if you're the offense, you have to reward the defense, right? They stepped up. They bowed up and got the punt penalty. They bowed up again and got the turnover on downs. You have to give them something to keep them playing hard.
That's exactly right. You got to be explosive. That's what Coach said in the pregame show. Jaime comes in motion. Allen hands off to Barry. Barry's trying to find a way by, and it's not going to work. And that one was just, it moved too slow. It did not develop at all.
Just, man, the running game hasn't been there for the Trojans all year.
No, it's not been a consistent.
Been a struggle for sure, and something that they just haven't been able to figure out. The passing game's made up for it, but just not something that this team has been able to do consistently at any point.
Trojans showing a real tight set here, almost a goal line set on 2nd and 11. Jaime goes in motion. Allen rolls to his right, trying to get an extra block. And he's going to have to squirrel out of this one. And he does. He gets by 1, 2, 3, and out to the sideline after a gain of about 5.
Yeah, you love the extra effort there from Bishop Allen. I'm not sure how he did it, but he evaded just about everybody on that play to get the yardage that he did. I mean, this is a big 3rd down, man.
Yeah, this is huge because this defense hasn't even had time to take a drink of water.
Yeah.
I mean, they have been on the field this entire quarter. It's 3rd and 7 for Hot Springs. The trips left from the far hash. Morrilton trying to move, and they're going to say they did.
Yeah, he did. Yep. And that's good awareness right there from the offensive lineman to kind of do a little reaction to him.
So,
force the refs to throw that flag.
Talk us through. So when the defensive player moves, Chance, what do you need to do as an offensive lineman?
So if the defensive player gets in that neutral zone, you need to react as an offensive lineman. Touch him, reach out and grab him, right? Because you're reacting to him, and if he's in that neutral zone, that's fair game.
Hand off to Barry. Up the middle, and he didn't get it. He bounced off the lineman. And that's just what I'm not the coach. I'm going to shut my mouth on that one. 4th and short here for Hot Springs. But, yeah, you haven't had any success running. Why would you do that there?
And it's frustrating because it really, if you're going to, the marker of a good team is, this is old school football, but the marker of a good team is, can you run the ball when everybody knows you're going to run the ball?
Yeah.
Right? And right there in a 3rd and short situation, you just felt like they needed it, man, and couldn't get it.
Yeah, and we're looking like maybe a timeout here.
I don't know that Morrilton went.
Oh, there's a flag. So what's he gonna? Is he gonna pick it up? No, I think they're gonna move the ball.
Team is running off the ball, running off the field.
Yeah, yep. Hot Springs' lineman is saying, "Come back on the field." That's
looking at the white hat. Did he ever make a call?
I don't know. Joe Adams is like, "Bring the offense back on the field."
Well, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. Hot Springs got a first down.
We needed something like that to go in our favor, and let's get this offense back out here and see if we can get this thing rolling.
Yeah, you've got to find a way. At 1st and 10 now for the Trojans, who are just gifted a first down. As Morrilton, starting to wear on this team already. Here we go. Snap from Allen. He's got pressure. He's going to go down the sideline to Mourning. Mourning couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah.
Again, and that is very uncharacteristic of Jamarcus Shreveport Mourning, who has just been lights out all season.
So good this season. What you really want to see from Jamarcus Mourning right there is go up and try to high point that ball, right? And really it's one of those 50-50 balls. You may not catch it, but you're much more likely to get defensive pass interference if you're a little bit stronger going to the ball there.
3:17 to go in the first quarter. Morrilton is up by 7 on the second down. Hot Springs got to move through the blitz. And, yeah, there's a little bit of fumble there. He's picked up, and he's going to keep going.
And
now number 55 who picked up the loose ball for Dalen Robinson.
Oh, man, you love to see it. The big man getting his first down. I love it.
He said, I'll take it, coach.
Give him his flowers right there.
And the crowd's going nuts for him.
Absolutely.
2nd and short here. Yeah, Bishop trying to act on that big shoulder. and
They gave him a first down on it. So.
Wow. Wow. And I mean, just great awareness from the offensive line, Cordalen Robinson, to go, I'm just going to pick that up real quick.
Right. And sometimes it takes a little bit of luck, right? The ball to bounce your way to get things going.
Hot Springs has had a couple lucky breaks here. Jaime on the pass on the flat. Almost gets by one. It's a gain of maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'm happy with that on first down, right? Like, we need positive yardage to set ourselves up in a third and manageable situation, because you can't live in 3rd and 10 and think you're going to come away with a win against a team like Morrilton.
Fantastic point. 2nd and 7 here from their own 45. Hot Springs is still trying to crack into the Morrilton side of the field. Long pass out here to Trey Eddington, and he's got it!
Dropped it at the last second.
He couldn't hold on to it.
He had to lay out for it, just off the bounce from the turf. Could not hang on to it. Man, that's one that he wants back, because that's one that he sure is capable of catching there.
Hot Springs with just continual issues tonight early. 3rd and 7 with 2 minutes to go in this first quarter, and Hot Springs has struggled to find a rhythm on offense. 2 drives that ended so quickly, and then a few lucky breaks, and you're still on the field, but you're still on your side of the field right now.
Right. We hadn't even really played football on their side.
No. Big pass from Allen here. Jaime looking back and waiting for a flag, and nothing. There was all kinds of contact there.
Yeah, but again, and look, they out here.
Yeah, there's a lot
of talk going on down there.
A lot of John going on here. Hot Springs now has
frustrating.
4th and 7.
And really, if you're Louis Jaime or Gabe Jaime, if you're Gabe Jaime, you got to sell that a little bit better.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't just go up and be like, oh man, I didn't catch the ball. Like, you got to jump into that defender, really bring on that contact, and force the ref to throw the flag.
Punting unit now coming onto the field. Hot Springs only down by 7, but you're starting to feel that momentum start to shift and slide towards the Dogs.
Yeah.
Jaime with a punt, and it's a good one, and it's going to probably take a decent roll here. I say that as it moves only just a few yards back to about the 12. So the Morrilton Devil Dogs will take over at their own 12-yard line. Hot Springs defense has had time to rest, but you cannot just solely rely on your defense to win football games.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, this Morrilton team is chirpy, okay?
Oh, yeah.
They down there chirping about the scoreboard right now. So I'll look to see this Hot Springs defense come out, play with some fire.
You'd love to see Javian Johnson get in the backfield and just lay a hit.
For sure.
Morrilton is going to show 2 wide receivers on either side in a shotgun set. 1 halfback awaiting the snap. They try to get Hot Springs to jump. Doesn't work. Going to make a little bit of an adjustment here. And one of the receivers looking at the sideline like, what am I supposed to do? Same formation. Here's the snap. And they go with handoff. And he almost had him in the backfield. And he's going to turn it up. Maybe get 2 out of it. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Dogs.
So you're happy with keeping them to a 2-yard gain, but you're also a little frustrated that you missed the tackle in the backfield, right? Could have had a negative play right there, and it just doesn't happen for you.
Yep, 2nd and 8 here, 1:25 to go in the first quarter. Morrilton still getting set. They're showing trips right. And awaiting the snap now. Quarterback rolls to his right. He's got pressure coming. He found number 15, and I don't know. He did not.
Out of bounds,
yeah, he bobbled it and then gained control after he was out of bounds.
So you got a 3rd and 8 deep in the opponent's territory. You really need to come up with a stop here. I know I sound like a broken record, I'm sure.
But that's just the case, man. I mean, that's just reality, is that you keep getting put in similar situations. You got to find a way to capitalize on it.
Right.
They got to get at least 8 yards to get a first down, and you have put all kinds of pressure on them so far. Not much success in this drive. So let's see what Morrilton tries to do. They try to draw, of course, Hot Springs offsides.
Yeah, you got to watch for a screen here. Is pretty popular, right? Deep in your own territory, just try to generate something, catch the defense being a little more aggressive.
And Meadows is showing blitz, and he comes around, and they're going to throw it over the top, and it's tipped. Excellent tip there by LeBron Jordan.
That's right. Been just an anchor, one of those anchors of the defense, holding down that middle linebacker spot. And once again, your defense steps up big. His offense has got to do something.
You know, as I said, that momentum started to shift, but all of a sudden, you're seeing the players a little lighter on their feet already.
That's right.
You know, they're dapping each other up. They're talking positively to each other.
Here's a stat for you. Hot Springs offense averaged 45 points a game through the season. Through 5 quarters of playoff football, 28 points.
Wow. It's different, right? Here at high snap, decent punt there as Jaime picks it up, tries to juke by one, does, and now he's on his run. And boy, they're going to keep shoving afterwards, and no flag. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
All right.
This is going to get chippy.
You're going to get me jawing at these referees if they don't see everything they need to see.
Yeah.
50 seconds to go in the first quarter.
This is going to get chippy, boy. Morrilton's here to play. Hot Springs is here to play, and it's playoff football. It's win or go home.
Yeah, this is a potentially explosive situation for the Hot Springs Trojans as they come out in their best field position tonight.
Yeah, and really, though, when the game gets a little chippy like that, you really got to be disciplined. You don't want to be that second guy to catch a penalty.
Well, it's always the one who reacts, right?
That's absolutely right.
It's always the one who reacts who gets the call against them. So
they're going deep shot to Gabe Jaime here. I can feel it.
You feel it? I believe you usually are dead on the play calls. Allen goes deep to Jaime. And it was a little inaccurate, but Chance, I feel like you're just in the ear of Coach Whitmore.
I mean, there really is good disguise there from Morrilton. He had a single high safety. You felt like you were going to have a one-on-one opportunity over there, but the safety rolled so hard to that side of the field at the snap, it ended up being more like a double coverage look.
You've got to give credit.
I understand where Bishop Allen was going pre-snap, what he saw. It just didn't end up being that way, so I'm not mad at an overthrow there.
Allen has Barry to his left. He's going to roll to his left and use Barry. Oh, he blows over one player. Holy cow, I have never seen Bishop Allen lay a shoulder like that when he's got the ball.
And remember, we were worried after his injury last week. He sure looked healthy out there right there.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer for him. He just lowered the shoulder and blew through. That was number 7.
I think that was a design quarterback run.
Yeah, that linebacker gave him no trouble. He got an empty set here. 5 wide receivers.
I bet this is one of those sets. I wouldn't mind seeing one of those. They did it last week. They motioned Gabe Jaime into the backfield and handed off to him.
Yeah, let's see if they think about doing that here. Both Jaime brothers are on the field. Trey Eddington's on the field. And Morning is coming across. And he's a little slant there. And Allen almost picked off. And he misread where Louis was going. Yeah, but this is 4th down football here. I think you got to go for it. Yeah, you got to go for it. This is one of those situations you're not going to mess with. But they're going to call the end of the quarter. Okay. So we'll take a really quick break before we bring you the beginning of the second quarter here with the Morrilton Devil Dogs over Hot Springs Trojans right now by 7. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas 96.3. This is a huge situation where could be potentially momentum shifting here as Allen rolls to his right, has pressure, is going to have to get rid of it quick, and it was inaccurate to Jaime.
Just overthrow his receiver, and boy, they are still yapping over here, man.
Yeah, a lot of talk between the teams
They're
right
hanging
now.
over the player and everything. That's. I wouldn't be surprised. You're going to see a penalty at some point. Right there.
Yeah, if you're the referees,
conduct.
everybody's expecting the emotions to run high, but you got to stay disciplined on that.
Yeah.
And if Hot Springs can continue to stay out of the riffraff, I think that, like you're saying, you're going to see a penalty eventually.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this defense has stepped up in the first quarter. They got to continue to do so right now. They are carrying this Trojan team, and, I mean, that's just is what it is.
Morrilton with 3 wide to the left. Shotgun formation. Jaime showing a little bit of blitz pressure there. And they're going to hand off to number 21 who slips. It's a very humid November evening, Chance.
For sure. You know, we talked about the other night where a couple weeks ago, I think we were looking out on the baseball field. You can kind of see the moisture.
You can see the moisture
air
hanging over the field.
So, you know, the same thing is happening here.
Yeah, it's going to be slick. You're going to have some turf monster issues, if not already. 2nd and 10. Morrilton has pressure against him, and Jaime tried to get to him. They're going to say...
Yeah, that's a catch.
They're going to say he caught it, and that's going to move the chains.
And that is a tight window. I mean, I'm saying it again. This quarterback is putting it on the money, and the receivers are making some really contested catches.
Yeah. Hot Springs has got to find a way to shut this offense down, and this quarterback who just knows how to thread a needle. And they're going to call it dead here. And Hot Springs kind of looking like, what? The play was already rolling. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's the call, I wonder?
False start, I think.
Oh, so yeah, it's going to back that one up. It's going to have about a first and 15 for Morrilton. Hot Springs needing any kind of help they can get right now. Of course, the score, there's only a one-score difference between these teams. But Hot Springs has struggled on offense immensely early this evening, and this defense is keeping them in the game. Morrilton has the snap, goes handoff up the middle to number 21, who gains at least 5 or 6 back, probably bringing them near the original line of scrimmage. We're going to have 2nd and 9.
Yeah, a really good run there from Morrilton, just getting north and south quickly to get those penalty yardages back. And they're going hurry up here.
They are going hurry up here. Hot Springs trying to get set. Secondary looks a little confused. And a quick pass over the top, and it's dropped by their star receiver, number 15. And I think Tavian Hawley wanted all the smoke on that one. He was really hoping that he held on to it.
Yeah, I don't know if he heard the footsteps coming or if maybe his head got ahead of his hands right there where he was thinking about the first move he was going to make to just bounce off his hands. That's probably something we are not going to see happen very often for number 15 tonight.
Monicure coming out to rest. And I think that was number 70 that went in. Sean Amos.
Big Sean, he made a play last time.
3rd and 9 in their own territory. And here's the snap. Morrilton looks to the right. They got nobody. He's got pressure. He's going to air it up long and see if they can get there. And I bet you're going to see a flag.
Pass interference is right.
Yeah, because you can't collide with the receiver. And you just hand them another first down.
That's right.
And
I don't know if I really agree with it. I think their feet got tangled more than anything. But at the same time, this is what I was talking about with Gabe Jaime, where you just got to sell it, right? Like, you fall down and make a show, I'm much more likely to throw a flag now as a referee, and so that's what happens, and unfortunately it's just a bad break for the Trojans.
Yeah, I think that was completely uncatchable, and it's just unfortunate because there's so many preventable things you can do, and you've got to make better mental decisions in the heat of the moment. I know that's easy to say sitting here.
Right, but you also got to trust yourself and not panic, right? I'm in a good position, just make a play on a ball, and that's what you got to do, right? And
fresh set of downs for Morrilton. First down from the Hot Springs. 44 has the snap, handoff. Oh, yep, up the middle, and he's going to gain about 5 out of that one. It's going to bring up 2nd and manageable for the Dogs.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's Morrilton staying on time right there, right, to set up 2nd and medium. Playbook is wide open, and they're hurry-up offense right now.
Yeah, this is the bread and butter right now for Morrilton. They are comfortable moving the ball right now and looking for a way to number 22 who's got the ball. Hot Spring can't get him down before he gains about 6 more, and that's going to move the chains again. Morrilton now rolling.
Yeah, and that's what happens, right? You give up, you get the 3rd down stop. It's defensive pass interference. Now all of a sudden, this team's riding real high, we're riding real low, and you're seeing that real-time momentum play out on the field.
10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Morrilton ahead by 7 with a fresh set of downs, deep in Trojan territory. The Dogs looking over the middle, and he had number 19, and I almost thought he were going to throw another flag.
Yeah, and man, I'm honestly a little surprised at the amount of balls that we've seen players drop tonight.
I think you would have seen Morrilton score 2 or 3 more times if they were able to hold on to it.
And I wonder if this is a moisture problem on the field or what, because, you know, we saw Jamarcus Mourning have that drop. We've seen Morrilton's star player have
Trey
his
unable
drop.
to hold on to it.
Trey unable to hold on to it. So this has been an issue for both teams, and we're seeing it play out here. You got a 2nd and 10. Trojans can bow up right here.
Morrilton has trips left. Handoff up the middle to number 21, and he's caught quickly by number 40 for Hot Springs. That's Jimmy Johnson.
That's right, freshman Jimmy Johnson, who has played a lot in last week's playoff game and this week's playoff team. So I think that speaks to the talent that kid has out there to be logging some real valuable minutes in a playoff situation.
You've got a 3rd down and 6 situation. Can Hot Springs remain clean? Can they make the stop here? You want to get this crowd back in the game, Chance.
That's right.
Here we go. Morrilton looks to the left, over the top, and they got number 15. I don't know how many got out of it, though. Was it enough?
And I think that he's going to be about a yard or two short.
And so it's going to be 4th and 2.
So you know they're going for it.
Oh,
right
of course.
here.
You have to.
That's
unless
right.
you got a boot that can move the ball down 40 yards.
So
4th and short here for Morrilton. They're showing
empty
empty backfield. Hot Springs on high alert. Morrilton rolls to the right, going over the top here.
Oh.
And incomplete, no flag. That's a turnover on downs.
That's right. And that's one where you really didn't. I know Trey Eddington almost had the pick, but you would rather not have the pick in order to
we got
get
an injured Trojan out here. That looks like number 11. That's going to be Javian Johnson,
who's just been a dog for him all year. You don't like to see that at all.
I think that's just maybe just a
cramp or something like that.
A very light sprain. While we have the time, I want to remind you guys that High School FBA has these awesome conference championship ribbons with the scores from every game in the regular season. They are available, 1 for $3, 2 for $5. You can get that from any FBLA member in the high school or by emailing Miss Ashley Garner at garnera@hssd.net. That's FBLA. Yeah, these look really cool, Chance.
Yeah, really cool idea from our FBLA. You love to see that.
Yeah.
And them honoring the great season that this Trojan team has had.
Yeah, really cool stuff. A great way to memorialize this season so far. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Allen looking to the sideline, getting a different play call as Barry moves to his left hip. Hot Springs has one wide out on the far side of the field. Handoff to Barry up the middle, and he's going to get stuck. Maybe gains a yard out of it. Yeah, at this point, Chance, I think that you I don't want to say abandon the run, but abandon the run. It's not working.
Yeah, it's just not something that's our strength, and really we don't have the great numbers in the box. I mean, last week I understood trying to stick with it, right? We're running against a 4-man box, but here Morrilton's got 5 or 6 guys in the box, so I'm not sure that it's going to work against
2nd and 8. Allen looking to the sideline, maybe getting a different play call here.
There's a lot of space out there for Gabe and Trey Eddington.
Yeah, Morrilton's not playing close on that far side of the field. And they've got
those quick hitters out there right now.
Yeah.
Could get some space.
Here we go, Allen. Hands off again to Barry, but Barry's got room this time. He's cutting by 1, 2. There he goes. He's got all kinds of room, Chance. We just got to be quiet and watch Barry at the 20, at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Hot Springs!
And there are no flags. So here we go, baby. We got ourselves a ball game. Antoine Barry, man.
Let's go.
Just when you said abandon the run.
This is why I talk and I don't coach.
I know that's right. 'Cause I've been wrong I don't know how many times. So I'm going to just keep talking about the game. I don't need to be paid for the game.
No, man. And that was an incredible play there. I want to give all that credit to the offensive line. It is absolutely due to that offensive line who crashed down, who swung that team around and just opened up the field for Antoine Barry to break.
That's right. And those receivers, too, were blocking downfield. Those receivers that, been in the spotlight all year, catching touchdowns, and they're throwing a block for their fellow teammate.
And the PAT is good. This is a tie football game, 7-7, with 8:23 to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas 90.
Trojans, number 23,
the moment I said you should abandon the run, Hot Springs scores on a breakaway. And a return out to about the 25-yard line. Morrilton will take over and have a first down.
That's right, and that's just goes to show that, you know, if you have conviction in the game that you're calling and in the plays that are in your playbook, you got to stick to what you feel, right?
Yeah.
Great call right there from offensive coordinator A.J. Whitmore, and then the blocking, like you said, not only to spring the play from the offensive line, but then also to take it the distance, blocking down from receivers.
It was like a gate close.
It was a full team effort to get that touchdown right.
1st and 10 from the 25, Morrilton. Hands off, and he's got a little bit of a hole, and he breaks through one, and he's smacked in the mouth by Trey Eddington.
Oh, my goodness.
That had to hurt so much. And looks like, is that Sean Amos slow to get up?
I think that's LeBron Montecure.
That is LeBron Montecure. Montecure, they're going to want to pull him off the field as soon as they can. He is limping out there.
Yeah,
2nd and 5. Morrilton awaiting the snap. Hot Springs showing pressure. And they're going to put it on him, and they're going to have to move. And let's see, there's a bit of a holding, and nobody called it. That's got to be, I mean, it's really frustrating to see a massive run from their quarterback after an obvious holding at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback was able to escape. That's the gamble you play when you run a blitz like that, right?
They're going hurry up again here, and LeBron Montecure is not even able to catch his breath, and I know he's got to be hurting out there. 1st and 10. Going with a play action as Morrilton has time. Over the middle, did he hold on to it? And it looks like they're going to say he did.
Yeah.
I think it rubbed the ground, but you know what? I'm not close enough to make that call.
Yeah. So
7 to 7.
Moving the ball, and they feel like they got the Trojans on their heels, and it sure looks like it right now.
They sure do. And Hot Springs not playing close to these wide receivers as they have a huge sweep out to the right side and a lot of room, and they're going to get up to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, boy, this Morrilton team is just moving. They got this team on their heels, and they smell blood in the water.
Yeah, Hot Springs has yet to catch their breath, and it's always not a good sign when you see the defense with their hands on their hips.
Yeah.
Here they go. Handoff up the middle again, and this time,
there you go.
That time you saw big LeBron Montecure say, you're not going to get by me, buddy.
Javion Johnson first in there. LeBron Montecure cleans it up, and that's the defense that we've seen most of the night.
2nd and goal from the 7 as Morrilton makes an adjustment. They got their shotgun formation, 2 wideouts on either side. Here they got the snap. He rolls back. Showing a little pressure here from Hot Springs, and he's got a little room. And did he get it? They're going to say he did.
Yep, they're going to call it touchdown.
Yeah, everybody over here saying he didn't have possession until after the fact, but that ref decided he did.
Yep.
So all of a sudden, Morrilton is on top 13 to 7, lining up for the PAT. And yeah, you got a lot of frustrated Hot Springs fans here.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. The wall was in my way, so I'm not sure. I can't make any comment on it. It would just be a pure guess. But I know that is that was number 15, right? That is their star receiver. So
just floated it out there for him. That one went a little wide, and they're going to say no good.
Yeah. Wow.
And yeah, way that ball just left his foot, it was like straight up in the air, and it just arced out to the right a little.
So what's the score, Dylan?
13 to 7 with 6:15 to go in the second quarter.
And this second quarter is a little bit more what we felt like we were going to have. You're talking about a Hot Springs Trojan team averaging 45 points a game, Morrilton averaging 42 points a game. So we felt like this could be a track meet. The last couple minutes, this ball game has shown that. And now it's time for this Trojan offense to come out here and continue to do what they do.
The Morrilton crowd just a little deflated there from missing that field goal. I know that's they might view that as a missed opportunity. But here's the thing: we got 6:15 to go. It's a lot of time on the clock.
Absolutely.
And Hot Springs, if they play their cards right, you're hoping that you can score before going into halftime, so you don't set up Morrilton for a situation where they can potentially score twice.
Yeah, and you're really thinking probably you might even get 2 possessions out of the final 6 minutes of this second half, because Hot Springs is they don't need a lot of time to score. So if you can score quick here, get a stop, score again, because you can't forget Morrilton's getting the ball coming out of halftime. So
Jaime at the 25 chance about choked on my own breath.
That's okay. I'll carry the squad.
Oh,
here.
man. I apologize. Everybody had to hear that.
I love Jaime's little, he does his little, like, hesitation almost.
Yeah.
Like, for him, it's like slow, 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 and it just explodes, man. And he gets so many people on that, especially when he's returning kicks. It just didn't work out for him right there.
That kind of God-given ability is rare.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to watch the Jaime brothers. It's awesome to watch this entire team. There's so many star athletes that the Hot Springs Trojans have. 6:08 to play in the second quarter. Hot Springs down 13-7. First down, they hand off to Barry, go back to the play. They got him to score last time. And, I'm going to give credit to Dan Hodges here, who's been messaging us. He said, you score on the run, all of a sudden that opens up the playbook. Right?
Absolutely. Now they got to respect a little bit more, so that coverage might get a little looser on the back end. At least I know that's what the Trojans are hoping.
2nd and 8. Allen trying to get a play call from the sideline. He's going to let the team know what we got going on. And Gabe over there throwing his hands up like, what's the play? And Morrilton showing a huge blitz here. Morning has his first catch of the night, and he's got a little room, and he cuts by a couple. And let's see if he can route run them down to the 40 in a massive gain for Jamarcus Morning, who just comes out flying.
Just a little bit of space right there, and that's a basic football concept. A blitz is coming and screeching off the edge, and Bishop throws into the blitz because they have fewer guys out there, right? So the blitz is coming off the right side. I'm going to immediately throw it right over your head to Jamarcus Morning. He's got a little bit more space, turns it into an explosive play.
Absolutely. Here we go. Handoff up the middle, and a great run here. Again by Hot Springs.
And so in that case, we had another blitz up the middle from Morrilton. And if you are able to get by the blitz on a run play, it typically turns into an explosive play because they don't have a ton of help on the back end either. Morrilton bringing some heat this drive.
2nd and short now for Hot Springs, who feels like they have Morrilton on their heels.
That's right.
Clock's running with about 4:45.
This is the 2nd and short where you love to take a deep shot, right? Because you feel like on 3rd and short you can come back and get it. So this is where we talk about the playbook being wide open.
Handoff. Nope. It's a little bit of play action here, and Allen is going to get hit in the backfield, and then there's going to be a flag too. I wonder what we're going to have here.
So you're going to hope this goes against Morrilton, maybe a face mask or...
Yeah, waiting for the call, and they're conferring about it, which makes me think it's more than a holding. Let's see what they've got from the white hat.
Our guys are moving back.
They're going to say
face mask against the defense. There you go.
Wow, that is massive for this team.
Yeah.
Massive for this team.
Awesome. You love it. So set them up with a first down here.
Making me nervous, though. Bishop Allen has been sacrificing his body a lot tonight, Chance.
Yeah, especially after that injury last week. You don't know. I know Coach B talked about in the pregame about them finally being healthy this week, but you don't want to risk anything at this point in the season.
Trojans have first down from the 16-yard line in the Dogs' territory, trying to match that score and go ahead here before halftime with 4:15 to go.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him still lean on that run.
Yeah, let's see what happens here as Allen.
Them linebackers are creeping up from Morrilton.
Yeah, because they wait to get the show right, from the defense, which is so intelligent. And here we go. No, they're going to call it dead. And there's a flag in the backfield.
I think we got the timeout first.
Okay, so let's see. Timeout Hot Springs. So we'll take a break with them with 4:01 in the first half to go. 13-7. Hot Springs is knocking on the door. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas 96.3.
Intended for number 5,
Allen just a little inaccurate over the top there on first down with excellent field position on the dog 16. It's going to bring up second and 10 here.
That's one Bishop is going to be frustrated with, right? He wants that one back. Had him wide open running down the middle of the field.
Allen is going to go with a handoff to Jaime, who is wrapped up immediately. Morrilton knew it was coming.
Yeah, and you even got an extra blocker back there, Antoine Berry, who really, I wish I could see a replay on it to know where that linebacker came from. I mean,
he came from the left side. I mean, he came flying out, and that left guard didn't see it. And look, you got a little bit of an injury here for Hot Springs. It's number 55. That is Cordalen.
And that's your center. That's a crucial position.
Yeah, you got to have him healthy. Got to have him healthy. Here we go. 3rd and long, Hot Springs. Waiting on the call from the sideline after they're
going to bring that middle linebacker. I wouldn't be surprised to see a slant right here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a smart thing to do. Barry lines up on the other side now. Here's the snap. It's low. And he's going to have to juke by one and throw it out to Barry. He might have got a yard or two out of it. So, yeah, Robinson's hurt. And that low snap showed it, right? So, all of a sudden, you got a situation you got to deal with. Bringing in a new center.
Yeah, and he's still limping over there on the sideline. Got a new center in. But, again, this is someone who, when's the last time he snapped the ball?
Right.
You know, I mean, it certainly hadn't been since this game started.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you're coming in on a cold snap, so you may have the same issues. And it's 4th and 11, don't forget. So this is not a play where you can really afford anything to go wrong.
Tough situations as always for Hot Springs here.
Beautiful
the Trojans roll out, and he's almost got a sack on him, and he's just going to have to chunk it up and try to get to this guy, and he got it! Oh my God! Touchdown! And they're going to say it in the one. It's a first down for Hot Springs from the one. You've got to be kidding
me! And that's what you got to do right there. I mean, just beautiful play from Bishop Allen to escape the pressure and just choke it up, man. Like, we got some dogs down there. Just don't make a play. That's exactly what happens with Gabe Hine, or was that Eddington? Trey Eddington?
That might have been Trey.
Yeah, makes up for that ball that
Hot Springs is going to go. I bet you anything. Hot Springs going under center. Bishop showing like he's going to push it in.
It's a false start, man. Every time that never fails.
Yeah, you've got to let them get set, Bishop. Come on.
Every time we do this, that's what happens.
Brother.
And I'm going to, I think that I don't know who the H-back was there. I couldn't see, but they were moving towards Bishop to push him before the ball was snapped.
Exactly.
You can't do that. You got to be set. And
so
I think that's what draws the false start.
Now you got 1st and goal from the 6.
Which is much different than 1st and goal from the 1. That's frustrating as a coach.
It has to be. That tush push is just not conducive for this offense. Here we go. Allen brings Jamarcus in mourning. Jamarcus Morning in motion. And he goes over the top, and it's got it to Jaime!
Oh, my.
Touchdown, Hot Springs! This is just spectacular.
Going on. I know you ain't asking for a flag after all the talking y'all been doing. You better get back to the sideline, number 4.
Oh, man.
Come on now.
They're still going.
And mad that how you mad?
How you mad that you scored, bro?
How you mad?
And look, he's just kind of stuck. He's kind of stuck.
They can be mad. That's okay.
You got a tie ball game.
Hot
Springs with a chance to go up here. Chance.
That's right. That's my name.
I couldn't get the words out of my mouth as Jamarcus Morning went in motion, kind of drew some of the attention off of these guys, and then just a beautiful pass to Jaime. And it's up. And Hot Springs has taken the lead, 14-13 with 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. What a spectacular display of athleticism, poise, and awareness from this Hot Springs Trojans offense.
That's right. This is playoff football right here. We are playing football in November. You are in the second round of the playoffs. Nothing is going to come easy. And these Trojans go down here, backup center on 4th and 11.
And like you said, it was a beautiful, perfect snap.
Beautiful, perfect snap. And you get down to the 1 yard line. You're able to cap it off with a touchdown play. Just some incredible football going on both sides here. Let's hats off to Morrilton. Morrilton's playing some really good football too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we got ourselves 2 great teams that are leaving it all on the field for us.
While we have a moment, students, make smart moves on and off the field. Stay drug-free, make healthy choices, and remember, prevention saves lives. This message is brought to you by Harbor House.
We also want to say, for those of you that may be listening, wondering why in the world are we not here in Arkansas Razorback basketball, Arkansas Razorback basketball is available on hitthatline.com.
Hitthatline.com. You hear the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd's feeling themselves now.
They are. Sure. They're into it.
First lead of the game for the Trojans. It's a big deal.
Here we go. And Luna kicks off. And good gravy. I've never seen him boot it like that. Back to the 4. And Hot Springs is going to try to crash in. And boom, they've got it near the 24-yard line. And Morrilton will take over. So all of a sudden, you got a minute and 53 to work with if you're Morrilton. You're a passing team.
Yeah, so that's plenty of time for them. Well, especially, they got 2 timeouts or all 3 timeouts?
I think they've got all 3. Hot Springs has 2. So this is kind of a situation chance where if you can get them in a quick 3-out scenario, you've got all the time that you need to go down and score again.
That's right. Or one of these turnovers, Coach, we talked about. He wants his team to have 3 turnovers on the night, too.
Here we go. Snap. Handoff up the middle. And he's got a little room. He's going to gain maybe 5 or 6 out of it. It's going to bring him 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Yeah, that's a smart play for Morrilton right there, right? Everybody kind of expects you to come out in a passing set, come try to catch him sleeping on a run. Don't really catch him sleeping, but definitely get a good 5 yards out of it.
2nd and short here. Morrilton. Hot Springs trying to show blitz up the middle, and they're going to change things up. They didn't like what they saw from the defense. Morrilton now awaiting the snap.
Here comes LeBron Jordan on the blitz.
Oh, no.
It's a run.
Misdirection run up the middle. And that referee about took one right in the face.
Yeah, he kind of got in the way of the running back there.
Yeah,
a little frustration from Morrilton. Yeah. Good play call right there from Morrilton, right? You're going to run a blitz. They're going to run a draw play right behind it, spring a nice yardage play, and they're on the move.
You got a minute and change left here. If you're Morrilton, you're still in your own territory with 1st down. Here's the snap. Pitch to the right. He's trying to cut some room here. Hot Springs with a great tackle.
Yeah, kind of surprised to see 3 straight runs to open up the drive, but I also understand the mindset from the coaches on Morrilton side. You don't really want to give the ball back to Hot Springs with any time left either.
Sure.
So
2nd and 5 here for Morrilton. Steps back to pass.
There's a pass.
And that one's going to be over the top. Oh. And the receiver's mad about it, but he never saw it.
Yeah, I think Smiley had a better play at it than anybody on the field.
True.
It just went right over his head. So some miscommunication there. And you're in 3rd down now. So
3rd down with 42 seconds. That's a lot of time. Morrilton probably going to try to draw Hot Springs off sides. And they're going to say timeout.
Yeah, I think Hot Springs wanted a timeout there to talk about it because this is a big 3rd down because you got to think about at this point in the field, they're probably not going to go for it if they don't get it because then you create a short field for an explosive Hot Springs offense. So Hot Springs really wants to know what they're going to do here. The drawback to this is now you allow Morrilton the time to maybe draw up a chick play, right? A flea flicker, a double pass, something like that.
Misdirection has been the enemy of this Trojan defense tonight. Morrilton does a great job of selling like a quarterback sweep keeper situation and then just handing the ball off in the opposite direction. Right? So a lot of credit to their backfield who has really kept the Trojans on edge tonight. Again, Hot Springs with their first lead of the evening, 14-13, with 40 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter, and you hear the fans, the Trojans call and response.
That's right.
Here we go. Big 3rd down here, as everybody likes to say all the time. We let everything down. 2 wideouts on either side for Morrilton.
All 3rd downs.
Every play is a big play when it's playoff season, baby. Here we go. Morrilton's going to go for a pass here. They got pressure, and he's going to have to scramble and get out way to the right, and he's unable to hold on to it. That's number 15 who has been lights out for him.
Lights out. That is their star receiver who has carried this team, and that's his 2nd drop. It's just
here's the crazy part. His name is also Jamarcus.
Wow.
Jamarcus Sandage.
Something about naming a kid Jamarcus.
Jamarcus, the name, if you want your child to be just a lights out dog on the football field, name him Jamarcus.
That's right.
See what happens. 4th and short here.
Punting it to the ever-dangerous Gabe Jaime.
And here it's up, and nobody touched the punter that time. It's good. And you just get away from it, brother. You got to get away from it. And Morrilton will pick it up near the 1. I would imagine Hot Springs got 21 seconds. What do you do with that, Chance?
Well, you can't. I don't think you can run the ball with it on the 1 with how much your run game has struggled. But
just everybody run, go. I mean, just.
You also need to get some yardage because you definitely don't want to have to punt from there either with the struggles you've had on special teams.
I'm feeling a 99-yard go route touchdown.
I ain't mad at it.
I'm just telling you what I would call if I was sitting at home on my rear end playing Madden.
The skill set is there 1,000%.
Here we go. Allen's going to bring the troops out to the field, and they're going to have to line up in the end zone. So Hot Springs has got to be smart about getting this ball moving.
Morrilton very confused about their defensive personnel.
Yeah, they're gonna burn a timeout, I believe. Yeah, they're gonna burn a timeout there. So while we do have the time, I want to again remind everybody that FBLA has conference championship ribbons with all the games from the season and their scores, displaying just a banner year, literally, for Hot Springs football. It's been a fantastic season so far, and of course, this is the first time Hot Springs has been back to the playoffs second round of the playoffs since 2014. So if you are interested in getting one of those conference championship ribbons, please contact a member of FBLA or email Ashley Garner, garnera@hssd.net. You can get one for $3 or two for $5.
Yeah, it's been an absolute awesome year for this Trojan team and this community, and this crowd is just alive and well right now and behind their Trojan team and looking to keep this season going, really.
Yeah, that's what you want to do, right? I mean, this is the point of the year where losing is not an option, and everybody is just playing their best football right now.
That's right.
I mean, if you're a high school team, you've got to think you're a little sore, you're a little battle-worn, but sometimes that provides you the edge that you're really looking for. Here we go, Hot Springs with their backs against the wall. 1st and 10 from the 1. And he's got lots of protection. Allen's going to go way deep out to Morning. Morning's got it! Oh, my God! He's in the foot race! Oh, my God! To the 5! Touchdown! Hot Springs is at 99! Wait, is there a flag? There's a flag. Oh, what's the flag going to be? What's the flag going to be? They gave him a flag for the sideline this time. So are they going to bring it back?
So what does that mean?
Yeah, does this bring it back? And there's another flag now down there near the end zone as well. So what do you call here?
Oh my gosh.
Morning with a 99-yard touchdown.
Well, Eric Luna is out there.
And I think they're going to count it, but maybe they're going to assess it on the PAT.
Yeah, I think a sideline warning goes after the play, hopefully.
You would hope. Let's see what happens here. Waiting the call. Joe Adams comes to the sideline. And
here we go.
What are you going to show us, White Hat?
Yep, waiting on the call, and they're backing up.
Are they going to go all the way back? No. Are they going to give them the score, though?
I think on the PAT, they're going to have to. It's a sideline warning again. And so the PAT is going to back up 15.
Go for it here. Get Luna off the field and just throw it again.
I mean, it worked on the 1.
Bro, what did I say? A 99-yard touchdown pass to Jamarcus Morning. Again, if you want your child to be a superstar, name him Jamarcus.
Yeah.
Because both these teams, that was Jamarcus on Jamarcus, by the way, Chance. I don't know if you noticed that. Number 15 was in a foot race with Morning.
Yes.
Luna with one of the longest field goals we've seen him ever attempt, and it doesn't have. He had the distance, but not the accuracy.
A little left.
Hot Springs with only 7 seconds to go in the second quarter, 20-13 after a 99-yard touchdown pass. Chance.
Boy, that was insane. But that has been this team all year. That is their MO. They can score from anywhere on the field. They can score at any point.
Literally.
It doesn't matter how much time is left on the clock. It doesn't matter how far they have to go. They can do it. That has been the MO. You don't score. I mean, I told you, this is a team that's averaged 44 points a game. And so you wonder how much confidence that's going to build on this offense for Bishop Allen, for Jamarcus Morning, for these receivers to have a big play like that going into halftime.
Yeah, and if you're this coaching staff, though, I'm sure you're kind of kicking yourself a little bit because you kind of just cost yourself a point.
Yeah, that's a big missed extra point, something we didn't talk about when he missed it, but you keep that game at a 7-point game now. So whereas if you would have got the PAT, you're talking about 8-point game, they got to score and get the 2-point conversion.
Just a tie.
Now it's just a score.
It's a score. So, yeah, 20-13 Hot Springs starting to find their footing here late in the second quarter. I'm just blown away every week by this team.
And that was a grown man catch from Jordan this morning.
Yeah,
he kind of
was.
had to muscle the ball away and then outrun their best player. Like, that was some incredible football.
All right, here we go. Kickoff.
He was down. He was down.
Yeah, he was. He was on his knee.
Yeah, he picked it up from his knee.
At the 11. So there's 3 seconds here if you're Hot Spring. So, hey, everybody listening at home or watching, if you play Madden, you know what to call here. What's the play call? It's called prevent.
That's
Push
right.
everybody back.
Yes.
Give them lots of room and just keep the football in front of you.
That's right. You're not giving up anything big here. No penalties, anything else. Let's just get into halftime with a lead and
keep,
figure this thing out.
Pushing it, right? I mean, this has just been an absolute dogfight tonight. No pun intended about, the Devil Dogs. But
I think the ref's trying to reset the clock. So how much time we got left?
Now you got 7 seconds left. But that's how much time there was at the kickoff.
Well, I don't think.
Because he landed. He caught the ball while his knee was down.
So technically, no time expired.
Excellent, smart call there from the referees, they'll say. And Morrilton's just going to take a knee and take this one into halftime. And my gosh, I can't wait to break this down as we bring us back after a quick break. Hot Springs at halftime, ahead 20-13 quarterfinals. Wow. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas.
state playoffs. At halftime, Greenbrier leads Lakeside 24-14. Second quarter, Harrison 10, Parkview 7. Robinson and Farmington are tied in the second quarter, 14-14.
in what has turned out to be a fantastic competition between these two teams. Both fandoms shown up loud and proud. Hot Springs with, as you hear the cowbells, the band playing, and this crowd's just really been into it on both sides, Chance.
Absolutely, and shout out to the Morrilton crowd. They traveled really well to this game, and they've been loud in support of their team. And like you said, we have had a great game tonight. I am super excited for the second half to see where we go.
As Coach said, you want the special teams to get off the field, right? So here's a situation where you want Luna to crank this thing deep and to get a stop early and put Hot Springs in a position to have a 3 and out. Some old school jams coming through.
3 and out would be awesome to start this second half.
Shout out to Tim Kohler, who's the man on the dial tonight in the stadium. Luna boots this one really deep out to about the 8, and where it's picked up by Morrilton. Number 15 is smashed in the mouth before they can finally blow the whistle. And my goodness, you know that had to hurt. He's not going to show it.
Yeah, that was a big boy play right there. He kind of
look at him. He's dizzy. He's dizzy.
Yeah, he's walking around. Not.
Jamarcus Sandage, who is just the absolute star for Morrilton, got rocked. I couldn't see who it was, but it was a face-to-face collision.
Yeah, he's feeling it after that one, but I expect the defense to come out and play really big right here, man. They've been really good tonight, holding Morrilton to 13 points. I expect that to continue. 1st and 10 for the Dogs at the 25. Waiting on the snap, and they're trying to get any kind of motion from Hot Springs defense so they know what to adjust to. And that's where you see LeBron Jordan coming around the end, handoff to the left side, and he's tackled quickly by the number 40 for Hot Springs, who other than Jimmy Johnson, the freshman. I found out today that Javion Johnson's brother.
Dude, yes. Talk about a couple dogs on the football field. That's 2nd and 8. And, I mean, the apple didn't fall far for the Johnson family. Those kids play football now.
That's right.
Javion Johnson, who's wanting to get in the backfield here, and they're going to go with a deep pass out to number 15, and they're already throwing a flag?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're going to get him for holding.
Oh, man. That's ridiculous.
I think he had a little bit hold of that jersey.
Man.
Got to be a little more subtle there. Because I think Louis Jaime can run with him. I don't think there's any reason to grab onto his jersey right there. That's just one of those situations where you got to trust your skill set against their skill set, right?
Yeah.
And so
and there you go. You've got I think, yeah, second and short here. No, they're just going to get a first down. They're going to move that ball way up. And, yeah, referees dictating a lot of the field position tonight, and you got to you got to be honest about it. It's worked for both teams in certain situations.
Yeah, definitely been a lot of dirty laundry on the field both ways.
43-yard line here. Here's the snap. They're going to go to handoff up the middle to number 21, who gains about 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Dogs.
Yeah, just about the same situation right there as last time, and you get a stop or a good short gain on first down. Now you need to not commit a penalty on second down.
Hot Springs got to play clean here to get Morrilton in a 3rd and long situation. 2 wideouts to the left, 2 to the right. Morrilton changes the play. And Hot Springs, Trey Eddington, and number 2, that's Tavian Holly, switch sides of the field. And they're going to do a misdirection here. Handoff up the middle. He's got a lot of room. And he's taken down after a gain of about 10.
That's a slick little play, right? That quarterback rollout, turning back into a counter play. I mean, that's when you're playing against a defense that is very aggressive, like Hot Springs, you alluded to this earlier, that misdirection really throws them off balance, right? And they're an attacking defense, and that misdirection plays right into
Morrilton exchanging Braylon Criswell for Keaton Robinson in the backfield, and a big pass over the top is successful for about 20 or more.
And much like the Trojans, when they get that first down, they want to start rolling, right? So you see them move into this hurry-up offense where they get a defense on their heels and they don't want to stop.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, the 19-yard line. Hot Springs with their back against the wall here. It's not a situation that they're unused to. And almost take it down to the backfield, but the arm tackles are what's going to keep him going. And if I'm the defensive, if I'm a coach here, I'm so frustrated with you had him in the backfield, but you chose to arm tackle, and that's what got you beat.
Yep, and now instead of 2nd and 11, you're looking at 2nd and 4. That's a huge difference.
Morrilton awaiting the snap here. Hot Springs showing blitz on the right side. Pass out to the flat, and it's complete. And that's Deron Hicks who gets him down. Damon Hicks, senior and older brother of Deron.
Going to set up a 3rd and short, though. So,
yeah, if I'm Morrilton, yeah, you're just going to hand this one off up the middle, guaranteed a couple
defensive
yards.
Line guys know what's coming.
Yeah, defensive line. Looks like they shift a little bit, too, and they're going to hand this one off to the right. Nope, he still got it, and the quarterback's going to move up and possibly get sacked. And did he get it?
No, he didn't catch that.
They're going to say touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
No, it hit the ground.
I definitely feel like that ball hit the ground.
Oh, my gosh. And the crowd just groans. It clearly hit the ground. Man, you got to be kidding me. Anyway, Morrilton is now within a point of Hot Springs, 20-19.
They had a better look at it than we did. But.
Sure did. But here they line up here for the PAT. Number 81 is going to send this one up and through. And we got a tie ball game again, 20 all. And yeah, some frustrating stuff there. Hot Springs had a chance to end this drive early, but you had a hold on the defensive side, which all of a sudden gave Morrilton the momentum they needed to keep pushing ahead. And the next thing you know,
we talked about that at halftime, right? Like, we got to cut back these penalties. I mean, you can not like him all day long, but at the end of the day, you had a hold of his jersey, right? So, I mean, it just is what it is. And so you have got to stop committing those unforced errors and just trust who you are, right? You got the skill set to run with these guys. And so, but all said, it's a tie ball game, right? We know Morrilton's not going to roll over. We know the Trojans aren't going to roll over. So you just trust your offense now, and let's go score some points.
Hot Springs in a position to kind of dictate the pace of this. If they can come out and score, all of a sudden it puts Morrilton in a catch-up situation again. And that's how you want to keep leading this game. If both teams are going to score, you want to be the one taking the lead. Jaime picks it up from the 9. He goes out to the right trying to cut by one, unable to. And I imagine you're going to have another holding here.
Oof, one coach went down.
So Jaime got brought down near the 21. Who was the coach that went down, Chance?
I don't know, but they're all huddled around him, so I hope it wasn't too serious.
Hopefully not. And that is going to be...
Pick him up.
Is that Durham?
I don't know.
I can't tell who that is. Anyway, he seems fine. He's taking a breather.
Yeah, just walk it off.
Yeah. So we got a flag here, and let's see what
Probably going against the Trojans. Typically, that's where these flags come into play.
Yeah. So Hot Springs would have it at the 21, but they're going to back it up 5 and 10 yards.
Yeah. Probably either a holding or a block in the back is typically the call you see on kick return. And
so
that's what we saw in the opening kickoff.
Yeah,
so
this is just it's more of the same for this team who likes to take 2 steps forward and 1 foot back. Right?
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Trojans. Let's see if they can air it out again and make something special out of this one. This is a team known for some awesome theatrics here. Allen tries to get a read on the defense.
And man, 20 is just dropping so far back. Just what quick pass out there to either Eddington or Gabe Jaime.
Yeah, Allen looks to his right. That's who he wanted the whole time. And he's got it to Morning! Oh my goodness, what a bomb!
Don't listen to me, because that Jamarcus Morning connection is something else tonight. Jamarcus Morning all the way down into Morrilton territory, ball down at the 44-yard line. And here we go. Here come the Trojans.
Yeah. Allen knew where he wanted that ball to go before the snap. I mean, his head was already trained to Jamarcus, and he just waited to get that little bit of a release and just slung it out there to him. 8:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. This game is tied 20-20 as Hot Springs moves into Morrilton territory. Here's the snap. Handoff to Barry. Up the middle. Barry moves through 1, and all of a sudden, you got a run game going for Hot Springs.
That's right. A nice little 3-4 yards on 1st down. We will take that every time.
I feel like you can see the condensation hanging over the field right now. Is that just me?
No, you absolutely can.
Man, so yeah, you've got to really, this is a time of year where the seasons are changing quickly, and you can kind of feel that cold air pushing in, Chance, right? Because we're expecting that cold front this weekend. And so weather changing, that creates some slick conditions here. Let's see how that affects these teams here in the second half. And they're going to blow this one dead.
Yeah, they're going to get him for a false start. I think that was Gabe Jaime. Just moved a little too early on that one.
Gabe wanting to get out there, get that ball right.
And that's frustrating because you get a good run on 1st down, right? You get 4 yards out of that 1st down run. Well,
now you got 2nd and 11.
Yeah, now you're looking at 2nd and 11. So it's a much different mindset as an offensive coordinator calling a play for 2nd and 11 than it is 2nd and 6.
Yeah. This team has been unfazed by these penalties, though. You got to give them credit that that's not something that sticks in their mind. They've got the memory of a goldfish, right? Chance, forget about it.
What you got to have.
Jaime comes in motion here across the chest of Allen. Allen looks deep, sends it out, and inaccurately that was intended for Gabe.
I think that one got away from him. That one, I don't know.
Took him wet.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the ball, maybe getting a little slick. I think that one just slipped out of his hand because that one wasn't close, and you don't ever see that from Bishop, so something had to be off there.
3rd and 11 situation. You don't want to give Morrilton the opportunity to go ahead here. As a wholesale change happens, not wholesale, about 2 or 3 players come off the field from Morrilton as they exchange that defensive line.
But they are definitely in 3rd long. They got a defensive line that they like in 3rd long because they sell to just about every guy on there.
As you said, that platoon change. Right? Allen has pressure. He's going to have to move around it and look to see who could be open. And he's picked off by number 4. And number 4's got room. Hot Springs got to find a way to tackle it.
Yeah. That's just not what you wanted right there at all. I mean, Morrilton had that play. They're finally going to get a flag on number 15 for the extracurricular after the play. So they're finally, I think the refs kind of
going to tighten up a little bit,
get that under control here in the second half, because as we get closer to the end of the game, one of these teams is going to be playing their last bit of football, right?
What does that mean? Higher. Tighten up, world.
That's right. Yeah, it was an unsportsmanlike conduct. Against Morrilton. I don't know what number, but I know number 15 was upset about it. I don't know if
so you would imagine.
Yeah.
And they're going to count this one off. 15.
Yeah, that's a big 15-yard penalty, right? I mean, you're talking about going from the 40 all the way back. You're not even in Trojan territory anymore. So still good field position, right? But not as good as what you had.
Yeah, you can kind of erase the run after the kick.
Right.
If you want to think about it like that. but you're going to have 1st and 10 for Morrilton from their own 44. The game is tied 20-20. We've got 7:28 to go in the 3rd quarter, and both teams vying, jockeying for position here, trying to take the lead and maintain some kind of lead here. It's so interesting to me. Both of these teams show a set, right, and they try to get a read on these defenses before they change the play, and they both have that similar cadence here. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be good for maybe 3. Yep. 2nd and 7 for the Devil Dogs.
Yeah, Morrilton sticking with that run game early in the 1st and 2nd down. They're really sticking with that run game, and they're getting about 3 or 4 yards every time, so you can't fault them.
Javion Johnson moves to the other side of the field, and there's some confusion about who's covering who here. Morrilton looking for an opening across the middle, and they've got it, and that should be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, just a good little pattern out there. They're going to run a guy on an out route, guy on a slant route, quarterback makes the right read, and it's just an easy catch and throw.
Morrilton moving into Hot Springs territory now on the 44-yard line. Handoff to the right side, number 21 trying to find a hole, and that's LeBron Jordan who brings it down behind the line of scrimmage.
Did he lose a shoe?
Bro, a shoe just flew back
lost a shoe?
7 yards.
Oh, my goodness. I ain't never seen that talk about shoes.
I mean, well, LeBron Jordan threw him to the ground like he meant business.
Yes, sir. So that's that negative play that you like to see right there.
Exactly. 2nd and long from behind the chains. Morrilton getting a different play call here. Hot Springs crowd, you hear him getting into it. And trips right. Handoff to the left side here. And Morrilton's got a lot of room. And number 22 holds on to that one for another big lead. He's going to move the chains again, 1st down.
Yeah, they just crashed down a weak box right there, and they just crash everything out of there. We move everybody out of the way, and it's a big game for Morrilton.
Hot Springs got to find a way to keep Morrilton from taking the lead here. They got trips right, shotgun formation. Morrilton waiting to snap. They've got it. Quarterback's going to roll out to his right, looking for a wide receiver. He's got it, number 15, Sandage. With a gain of about 8 here, you're going to have 2nd and short.
Really, that is the money spot. If you 2nd and short could be one of offensive coordinator's favorite down and distances. You have so many options at your disposal.
Morrilton has a snap here, hands off up the middle. He's got a lot of room to run. Hot Springs having trouble protecting that box.
Yeah, they are just, I don't know if they're just gassed or if Morrilton has made an adjustment at halftime, but they are absolutely running at will right now.
Another 1st down for Morrilton. Hot Springs making adjustments, trying to cover everybody up, and they've got another edge on the weak side, and this time Gabe's helmet comes flying off.
Yeah, and so he's going to have to come out for a play, so you definitely don't like that at all.
Yep. And good sportsmanship from the quarterback from Morrilton. That was number 18, Addisbury. Handed Gabe back his helmet.
Yeah. And number 22 from Morrilton is kind of limping off the field, so he kind of took a weird shot. Gabe kind of got up a little weird. Yeah, that was a big time collision down there.
Yeah, you don't like seeing the stars from either team both limping off the field. Here we go. Morrilton with a 3 wide set. They roll to the right. Looking for that flat again, and maybe a touchdown pass. And does he have it?
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
And they say no, he was out of bounds. The Sandage does not get the catch. In bounds for the touchdown.
He caught it, he didn't get that touchdown.
So now, we've got a 3rd and 9 situation for Morrilton. Hot Springs getting into it.
Yeah, that was a great route concept out there too, because you had a Sandage go into the flat, and it's like kind of like out and up. And everybody else is clearing out to the center of the field, and he was wide open.
You hear the cowbells ringing and the crowd roaring. Here goes Morrilton rolling out to the... Nope, they're going to do that. Reverse again, and he's got all the room in the world for a touchdown. Hot Springs fooled again. They're frustrated.
I mean, that's just... Again, Hot Springs is a very aggressive defense, which is the reason that they've been such a good defense all year. I'm not saying that's a negative thing. That is a great thing. But what teams will do to counter that, and no pun intended, is they will run a counter, right? So I'm going to roll my quarterback right, pull a couple guys, get everybody moving that way, and then I'm going to have Trap running back opposite field, and then here we go, sneaking in right behind you.
Yep.
Morrilton fumbles the PAT, and if they could...
And now Morrilton with another situation. where it is. They missed the PAT because of a breakdown in the snap.
So that's a huge deal, right? We're talking about a 6-point game now. So if you go down and score a touchdown and convert your PAT, you're now up.
Yeah, exactly. With 5:05 to go in the third quarter, we'll take a quick break before kickoff. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas 96.3. Back to kickoff here as Morrilton takes the lead 26-20 over Hot Springs. 5:05 to go in the third quarter. Waiting on the whistle from the referees to get action started here. Crowd trying to get this team back in it right now.
That's right, man. That's what it's all about right here, man. These players that have put everything out this year, conference champs, and you got to dig down. You've persevered over so much throughout this year, and you got to do it one more time here tonight, going down in the second half to Morrilton on the road, looking to play spoiler.
Booted high to Gabe as he cuts up the middle, trying to get by, and they're going to wrap him up near the 20-yard line. Hot Springs will have a first down near the 21.
Yeah, and they have done a great job on special teams of containing Gabe Hyman. That is something that is not easy to do at all when we talk about the skill set that that kid has.
Hot Springs conferencing on the sideline before they continue playing. Trying to find a way to gain the lead again, right? You want to get a touchdown, you want to have an opportunity to get another extra point and push ahead of Morrilton.
That's right, and you got to find a way to get back in rhythm, right? So we had the big shot, and then you get on that third and long, Bishop ends up throwing an interception. Don't really hate it right there, right? He's trying to make something happen off a busted play, but now you got to find a way to get back in a rhythm right here.
Here we go, Allen looking to his right to Gabe. There's a low pass, it was caught. I don't know if he even got back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to work on the back of the
So now you've got 2nd and 11 for the Trojans.
That's right. So not a great play on first down. Morrilton just really making a play out there on the edge.
2nd and long. Here we go. Hot Springs getting set.
They want to go fast though.
Absolutely. Waiting on the snap. Allen doesn't take it. Looks at the sideline for an adjustment.
Got one-on-one coverage over there with Trey Eddington.
Barry moves to the left side of Allen. Allen this time has a low snap. He's going to have to look over the top. Has Gabe. Oh, that was Louis. He's been hard too. And he's hurt now. He's hurt. A big shot. Oh, and he gets up, and man, that one had to hurt. That one had to hurt.
He might have some cracked ribs.
Yeah.
That was a shot.
Yeah, Louis got hit really hard. They would maintain possession.
The fact that he hung on to the ball is absolutely incredible. They're going to call ineligible man downfield. That's what they're calling.
So he's going to come back?
Yep, that one's coming back.
So injury for what feels like nothing now. Man,
that's a tough one.
Morrilton doing a lot of drawing towards the sideline still. All right, so you got a 3rd and long situation if you're Hot Springs. You thought you had it, but you have we're going to say ineligible receiver downfield. It's really frustrating here for Hot Springs. It's going to be a 3rd and very long. 2nd down, excuse me. Hot Springs will have the ball near the 12-yard line. And they got to dig themselves out of this hole again.
That's right. I mean, we just did it, so let's go out and do it again.
Trips left. Allen goes for a quick pass over the top.
He's got
Gabe.
space.
Gabe's got a little space. And he's going to get that one up just past the marker. I think it's going to be enough for a first down.
It looks like it based on the spot. Move and change.
Move and change. First down for Hot Springs.
Great play call right there to take advantage. Morrilton kind of smelling blood in the water, and then you go right behind him with a screen. But man, that defensive lineman almost, I don't know if you saw it.
I know.
He almost had it, but just not quite solid enough to get it.
Hot Springs trying to maintain the momentum they've been building in this drive. Morrilton showing blitz. First down, trips left. And then we got another adjustment from Hot Springs. First and 10. Allen takes the snap. Going to go over the top to Morning. Morning has it. Oh, he fell out of his hands. He had it too. He just could not maintain possession. It's going to be a second and 10.
Morrilton really feels themselves. They feel like they are very special.
Hot Springs still fighting to keep this drive alive in what feels like a stop and start situation.
Sure does. And down 6, you feel like the pressure is definitely on the offense right now. Down 6 to make something happen here in the third quarter. So
Allen talking with Barry in the backfield.
We got a bunch formation down here.
Yeah, quad right. Low snap, and Allen's going to have to keep it, and there's all kinds of room. He's going to try to get by one, if not another, and gain at least 14 or 15 out of it. First down for Hot Springs.
That was a really beautiful play design. You got 4 receivers to the right. You line your running back over that side, fake the pitch, you get all Morrilton defense moving that way, and then all of a sudden Bishop Allen is out the back side with a first down. Just really nice. I don't think we've seen that play all year. They're digging in a bag of tricks, but it's nice.
They sure are. First and 10 here. Hot Springs in their own 45. Showing a bunch formation with one wide out in Morning to the very far side of the field. Adjustment here from Allen. Keeps the bunch. He looks right. He wants Morning. Doesn't know if he's got him there. And it's picked off over the middle. And Hot Springs is going to have to find a way to get this one stopped. And luckily we're able to. And you got flags here as the talking continues between these two teams.
Yeah. And again, like I said, as we get closer to the end of this game, the pressure is going to continue to build for both teams, right? Because somebody tonight is playing their last game of the season, and so you hope that
emotions run high, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna are they gonna sort it out?
I think they're gonna sort it out right here with the white hat. So we're gonna
wait to see what the call is here from the white hat. Chance, you're better with his hand signals in there.
Okay, let's see what he's got. He's got unsportsmanlike conduct against Morrilton, and then unsportsmanlike conduct against Hot Springs. So it's going to be offsetting penalties right there. We kind of expected that after drawing both ways.
So Bishop Allen picked off twice tonight. That's, I believe, more than any single game.
I can't remember a multi-interception game for Bishop Allen all year.
No.
So,
in fact, I don't recall. Did he have a single interception?
I mean, I think he only had like 3 on the year. Didn't he?
Maybe two.
On the year.
So tonight the stats are stacked against him.
Yeah, that's right. And hey, this defense has been big in the postseason. And so we need them to be big again right here with, I don't know how many, I can't see the clock.
2:44 to go in the third quarter. Again, Morrilton is ahead by 6, and now they got a fresh set of downs to work with. They're going to hand off to number 22. Who's got some room and gains maybe 1 out of it. So 2nd and 9 for Morrilton. And
that was a big Colby Holder down there who's had a big senior season for this team on the stop. And the ref just called timeout and is bringing all the players in.
He's saying y'all going to cut it out.
That's right. He's tired of the drawing right now.
Yeah. So the referees are going to let the guys know we're going to shut this down.
Yeah.
They're not going to tolerate it.
I'm not being a homer when I say Morrilton started this game running that mouth.
They sure did.
That's just our guys surely know how to run their mouths too, but Morrilton is by far antagonizing and provoking.
And I imagine they're getting some ejection warnings there.
Yeah. That's probably what the ref was saying. We're tired of it.
Yeah, next one's gone.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 here for Morrilton as they show trips right. Morrilton with time in the backfield. Going to send it over the top, and he almost comes down with it.
Good coverage.
That was great coverage.
Right there. Hit him with the little birdie flag like Morrilton's been doing.
They've been doing it back and forth at each other the whole game.
So, 3rd and long right here,
Yeah,
man.
so all of a sudden Hot Springs has an opportunity.
I'm not even going to say a big 3rd down. What I'm going to say right here is clean football. You cannot afford a penalty in this situation.
26 to 22, 14 in the 3rd quarter, and Morrilton trying to keep the drive alive and potentially extend this by 2 scores. There they go. With a snap, and they've got some time over the top. And no, he didn't catch it, he dropped it.
Again, that number 15.
That is DeMarcus Sandage, who has been lights out for them, and in these critical moments, unable to hold on.
I mean, just hit him right in the numbers. You couldn't ask for a better pass. And
This defense just came up big, Chance.
This defense is coming up big. You've got some moisture in the air. You hear some footsteps behind you. That safety closing in. That's just how it goes. You really got to watch a fake punt right here. This is that part of the field where one of those aren't going to hurt you as much.
4th and 9. Morrilton goes for the punt here. And it's up, and it's not a good one at all. It may have gone 9 yards, Chance.
Yeah, I mean, if he was going for a 1st down, he got it. Barely.
He said, I'll kick for the first
They didn't even have to do the chains on that one.
No, they really didn't. They were like, we'll just flip it. It's fine. That's fine. It's 1st and 10 for Hot Springs. If you're in the huddle right now, this is where you make your stand, right? This is where you say, we have an opportunity.
That's right. And I think, if I'm the offense, you got to tell them, everybody take a breath. We've been doing this all year. We've been scoring 45 points a game. Everybody take a breath. We're going to go out here, we're going to play our game, and we're going to go down there and score a touchdown. We're going to finish this drive.
Yeah. That's exactly right here. 1st and 10 for Allen and company. 2 wideouts to the right. And Barry in the backfield, and you're seeing him back off Gabe. And that's, I mean, if you're Morrilton, I'm not backing off his receiver like that.
Yeah, and if you see that, you feel like you can take advantage of it. It's got to be a quick throw out there.
Here we go. Allen almost sacked here. He's going to have to take it on his own and try to get by. And there's a fumble. Are they going to say fumble? No, he's going to say he's down. Is Bishop okay?
Are we going to talk about how number 24 just went and jumped on Bishop and he was laying down?
And nothing came of that? Yeah. I mean, you got to be kidding me. You can't be touching the other team after the fact.
So he was definitely down.
2nd and 10 here for Hot Springs.
That's right.
A couple of substitutions.
And I just don't like the body language I'm seeing from the offense right now. Everyone kind of looks a little dejected, man.
Yeah.
We're in this game down 6.
You're only down 6.
We're 1 score. With the explosiveness that we've had all year.
Oh no, a low snap here, and Allen's probably going to get sacked, and he does. A little flag. I don't know, but Chance, I think you're reading the feeling of this team, and yeah, they're looking dejected, they're playing dejected, and you get some low snaps out of that, and that's what happens. So face mask
against Morrilton. Let's go.
So this team has got to get out of their own head right now.
That's right. That's right.
You know what we all do? This whole crowd has kind of been like a little out of it after some weird sideline activity.
At the end of the day, we're the 1 seed. We belong here. This is our moment.
Okay, Chance. 2nd and 7 here for Hot Springs.
Speaking some truth, man.
Speaking truth to this power. Here we go. Allen has the ball, hands it off to Barry. No, he still got it, and he's got pressure. He's going to have to find a way to get rid of it. Successfully gets rid of it without anybody getting waxed on that play.
Yeah, I'm very confused at the down and distance because they have a face mask, and isn't that an automatic 1st down?
Yeah, I don't really understand the ruling there.
Maybe if Michael Miller's listening, we can get an explanation on that. Exactly. I think the white hats are confirmed, or the referees are confirming right now.
Yeah, because they're going, wait, shouldn't it be? Morrilton's trying to get clarification too, I guess. So now it's 3rd and
they're calling ineligible receiver downfield, which there was an RPO that took a long time to develop, so that makes sense. We've seen that multiple times this year on those busted plays, but
Minute and 29 to go in the third quarter. Hot Springs down by 6. 3rd and 7. Let's see if they can keep the drive alive. Allen doesn't take the snap, tries to read the defense. Gets a play call from the sideline, Coach Whitmore. Berry moves up. Allen takes the snap. Gets some pressure out to Gabe. Gabe turns around. He's got by 1, got by 2. And then he's out past the marker for a first down.
I mean, that's just beautiful. I don't know how else to put it other than just feed your studs, right? Just a nice little hitch, a spin, hurdle. You don't see a 10-yard play look much better than that right there. I mean, that's just good football.
First down for Hot Springs. And you've got Allen and Berry in the backfield along with Louie, who's kind of playing that little slot position. He moves to the left side and like a tie-in field. Berry with the handoff up the middle. He's going to gain about 3 out of that, bringing up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, not a lot going there. Morrilton had a blitz package look. And just kind of really got some good penetration and stuffed it early.
Here we go, 2nd and 8. Allen and Berry in the backfield. 2 wideouts to the right. And 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Clock is rolling. Hot Springs in no hurry to snap this. They got about 8 seconds on the play clock. Bishop has it, moves up in the pocket, passes out to Gabe. Gabe moves, there's a horse collar. Where's the flag for the horse collar?
He had his shoulder.
Chance, I'm on fire right now. This is just so frustrating.
Yeah. Oh, regardless, a first down for the Trojans, and Bishop Allen, excellent awareness right there to keep his eyes down the field and hit his receiver in stride for a first down.
1st and 10 for Allen and company. Allen looks at the sideline. And you're seeing that condensation just kind of hang over the field.
Man, it is.
It's a weird, it's a cold, muggy feeling. It's a weird mixture. Oxymoronic even. Here we go. And Allen taken down near the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of about half a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and long at the end of the third quarter. All right, so we'll take a quick break before we bring you the final quarter of this 5A fight between the Hot Springs Trojans and the Morrilton Bulldogs. We're up 26-20 on Hot Springs. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas. Bulldogs. We got 12. Morrilton on top, 26-20.
Yeah, in a 2nd and long situation here, 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. Morrilton bringing a pressure.
And Gabe has the ball again, and up there for a few more yards, maybe 9 or 10. I think that's enough to move the chains.
Yeah, it looks like from the spot of the referee, it looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
And Gabe quickly becoming another favorite target tonight for Bishop Allen. He has been all season, we'll say, but it looks like Allen is really connecting with him. Kind of a synergy thing going on between these guys.
Yeah, and I like those throws. Those are those rhythm throws we talked about, right, where we really kind of set and sustain some drives.
Allen has Berry in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, hand off to Berry. Berry trying to find a hole. I don't think he's going to get one. This one's going to be stopped behind the chains.
Yeah, just not going to work out right there. And This is a part right here where you talk about start of the first quarter, you're on the doorstep of the red zone, you've got to come away with the touchdown right here.
Yeah. 2nd and 11 here for the Trojans. This is 4-down territory.
Absolutely. We are score mindset, and boy, this crowd, you could just feel the tension in the air.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was so quiet right now. 2nd and 11, and a low snap. Bishop's going to have to roll out and try to recover anything from this one that he can.
Man, I don't know if that was meant to be a run play or not, but Gabe Jaime kind of turned upfield, did a little spin move, maybe had a shot at one-on-one, but that would have been a tough play for Bishop to make after having to pick the ball up like that. I'm not sure. After last time that happened and throwing an interception, I can see why he just kind of ate that play right there.
So now you've got a 3rd and long situation for the Trojans. Still 4-down territory, but you put yourself in a worse position.
Yeah, and this is somewhere where you just need a little bit back, right? Maybe 4th and 7, 4th and 8, something of that nature.
Sure, something manageable for this team. We've seen them go for it on 4th and 19 with no problem.
This morning over the middle.
Let's see if they do it. Allen's going to go deep to Morning, and he couldn't keep it in his hands. It's incomplete.
Boy.
So, great thought there.
Almost had it.
Yeah, great
almost
thought
had
there.
it.
Went up for it, tried to keep a hold of it, couldn't do it. Hot Springs has a 4th and long situation.
That's what I was talking about earlier, though, where Jamarcus Morning really needs to go up strong with those hands. Did it right there. It's just he kind of got in between 2 defenders, and boy, you can kind of feel everybody in the stadium right now on 4th and 15 just kind of holding their breath.
Yeah, because the offense is going to stay out there. And here we go.
10 seconds to go. They gotta make something happen.
They've got to get the snap off here. Hot Springs down by 6. It's 4th and long. Allen feeling the pressure coming, and he moves out of the way of one, but he can't move. Oh, he does get out of the second one. And let's see if he can pass the ball.
Throw it.
Oh, and he fumbles. And that's going to turn the ball over.
Oh, man.
Never got rid of it. He was able to get out of the way of 2 of those tackles, but you just couldn't get rid of it, and that's going to turn the ball over, and we're going to have a situation here where Hot Springs now has their back against the wall, and they got to keep Morrilton from going up by 2 scores.
Man, you just got to get rid of the ball right there. Did such a fantastic job of escaping the pressure. Just couldn't get it off to give anybody a shot in the end zone. I mean, it's 4th down, right? That's potentially the game you're talking about. And, I mean, we still got a lot of ball left, right? We're early in the 4th quarter, but, man, that was a massive play. Props to Morrilton's defense bringing that pressure and making that a very comfortable play for Bishop.
First down for Morrilton at their own 22. Handoff up the middle, and he's just trying to find a hole. Quickly does, but he gains about 4 before Hot Springs finds him. 2nd and maybe 5.
Yeah, nice little run for Morrilton. They're kind of thinking at this point in the 4th quarter with a 6-point lead, clock control, right?
Yeah, so they're going to keep the gas on. They're going to go quick here. Waiting on the snap.
Well, they got a lot of players in the defensive line.
And they hand off up the middle again. And he's still on his feet. It's going to gain another 5 and move the chains. 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Again, Morrilton is ahead by 6, and they're moving the ball. Yeah,
that's kind of tough to explain when we got 7 guys on the line of scrimmage right there on defense, and we give up 4 or 5 yards on a run.
Here you go. First down for Morrilton on their own 42. Hot Springs trying to find a way to stop this team from scoring here. Handoff up the middle again. This time met at the line of scrimmage. Big shout out to LeBron Jordan there, who was able to sniff that one out.
Absolutely, and that's what we need, right? A short gain on this first down to set up a 2nd and long. That puts them behind the sticks, and we got to get them off the field and our offense back on the field.
And they've got an injury now in number 21. He looks like he's in a little bit of pain there. So they're going to bring their training staff onto the field to attend to his needs.
It's like he's going to be able to walk off.
Yeah, it's good that he can walk off under his own power.
9:21 to go in this one, and Trojans down by 6. We got to figure something out on defense. The defense has played so good all night. They just got to get one more stop.
9:21 to go. 2nd and 8. Hot Springs looking to stall this drive and get the offense back on the field.
Yeah, they need a big one here.
Trips right from Morrilton from the far hash. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle again. Number 22. And he gains a hefty 8 yards out of that one, bringing up 3rd and short.
Yeah, and this is a dangerous spot, right? Because now Morrilton at the 50-yard line, you feel like, you can run it, you can maybe try to take a shot, you can go play action, you can run one of those counters that you've been so successful. And Hot Springs just loading up the box. Boy, you can see everybody at the line of scrimmage right here. Everybody feels like they know what's coming.
Trips right. Morrilton. Snap, handoff at the middle, and he gets through quite a bit. Enough for a first down. And, everybody knew it was coming, still couldn't stop it.
That's right. And really, you had the guys there. You had the penetration. You just got to make the play in the backfield at that point, right? Like, that's what it boils down to. Just couldn't make the play.
Clock still moving. 8:25 to go in this football game with Morrilton trying to get another score and go up by 2 scores against Hot Springs. Morrilton stacking receivers on either side. Shotgun formation. Awaiting the snap here.
Yeah,
got it. Doing a little pass out to the flat there, a little screen for the wide receiver.
Yeah, great tackle there from, I don't know who that was, Javion Johnson, Gabe Jaime out there, really setting the edge and then getting it down before he's got a big gain, put him in 2nd and 8.
Morrilton trips left showing, shotgun, has the snap, quarterback rolls to his left, and Javion Johnson's coming for him. And it's almost picked off by Hot Springs.
Yeah.
So now you've got a 3rd and long situation where this drive that was seemingly unstoppable, all of a sudden you have them in a situation where they've got to perform, or Hot Springs could be seeing the ball very soon.
Yeah, big thing here is play discipline, right? No dumb penalties right here. We are not going to give it to them. We're going to make them earn everything.
From the Hot Springs 39, Morrilton trips left. Doesn't take the snap. Looking to see what the sideline saw from the defense.
I'd say watch this little counter play that they run.
Yeah, they really love that. Trips left again. Not much adjustment. Takes the snap. Has pressure. Goes over the top. And he got it to number 0.
They've been doing that all night. That is just their MO. I mean, Damon Hicks is all over the receiver. You can't ask Damon Hicks to play better coverage. I mean, he's just pasted on him. And somehow, some way, their quarterback fits it into a small window. I don't know how he's doing it.
And quarterback keeper out here to the right side, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just a great play from that dude, Gabe Jaime, right?
2nd and 11. For Morrilton as they are trying to break into the red zone. They've got it on Hot Springs 22. Trips left.
Man, this would be a great time for a Trojan turnover.
It would be lovely, wouldn't it? Javion Johnson showing blitz, and he's going to come for it. Over the middle this time, unsuccessful to Sandage. And now again, you've got a 3rd and 10 situation, but you're in 4-down territory if you're Morrilton. So Hot Springs has got to make a stand here and the next play.
Yeah, we certainly have not given anything easy to Morrilton all night. These plays that they're hitting, they are working for every yard. Again, stay disciplined right here. Stick to your guy. Let's make something happen.
3rd and 10. Morrilton takes the snap. Quarterback. Reverse. And he's got a lead blocker. And they got him. That was number 5. Louis Jaime, who got him near the line of scrimmage. And so now Morrilton has a 4th and long situation.
Yeah, you got to feel like they're going to kick the field goal or go for it. One of the two. No point punting at this point in the field.
No, and I think, they're going to keep that offense on the field.
Yeah, so then how big does that stop become to make it 4th and 10 as opposed to like a 4th and 3 or something like that?
Hot Springs has got to hold the field here. Let's see what they can do with their backs against the wall. Quarterback looking, trying to find somebody to throw it to. He's going to take it on his own, and he doesn't get it.
Let's go.
Hot Springs football.
Okay.
So Hot Springs now still only down a score. You can't go 3 and out here, Chance.
No, can't go 3 and out here. We got 5 minutes and 59 seconds to go in the game. This could potentially be the last time that you touch the ball in offense. So at this point, you got to leave it all on the field, and we got to come away with the score here.
I'm so glad I took my blood pressure medication today because it's keeping me even keeled right now. I can't.
Oh man,
it's always these situations, Chance. We always just get so jacked up, and I mean everybody's just feeling it now. The tension's starting to just build in the stadium.
Here's what we know. This team has been here before, right? We've been down and needed it, and we went out and got it before. And this is a weird formation that we've never seen.
We've never seen this. You got linemen
out here
on the hash. Let's see what they do. Low snap. Bishop Allen keeps it, goes up the middle, and he's going to gain 7.
Yeah, so throw him off a little bit, right? Get a really weak, light box, and then you're able to break it off for 8 yards. We'll take that every time.
And we're going to have an injury timeout as that Morrilton player is hurting a little bit. We'll take a timeout with him. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas 96.3. I think so.
He's going off the field right now.
Quarterback keeper there that allows Hot Springs to get the first down. And it looks like we've got maybe a little bit of blood issue going on. And they're saying, Louis, you got to get off the field and wipe that off. He's fine. And I just think he's got a little turf burn on it. They're going to have to wash it off.
That's how it goes.
And he's got to sit out for one play before he can go in.
Wrap it up real quick and get him back out there.
Exactly. And yes, that player from Morrilton did get up on his own weight and get off the field. So grateful that he was able to do that. First attempt for the Trojans from the 36. Hot Springs takes the snap. It's low. Bishop looks for anybody open. Sends it way over to Gabe. That was Gabe, and incomplete, just a little over his head. So
just a little high.
You've got a 2nd and 10 situation now.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a guy. I mean, that's good coverage from Morrilton. He was all over it. Had to be a perfect throw. That's exactly where Bishop wants it. He just wants it about 6 inches lower, where Gabe could reach out for it. So not a bad miss there from Bishop at all. And you see Louis come back out on the field.
Trips left for Hot Springs. Bishop takes the snap, has pressure, gives it out to Gabe. Gabe runs up the middle. He's got room to cut. And now it's a foot race to get by a couple of defenders. And he's got it out and deep into the territory of Morrilton and Hot Springs. He's feeling some juice.
Here come them Trojans, baby. Get Gabe Jaime on a screenplay. Big run for him. Big run after the catch. Getting that yardage. And here we go.
Hot Springs now pushing Morrilton. Seeing at this point, Chance, there's 4:42 to go in the game. It's 4-down territory. Everything is on the line tonight.
That's right. Gabe Jaime getting a much-deserved breather. I mean, he's just exhausted, man. A lot of these guys are.
Play action out to Louis. Louis Jaime, the older brother of Gabe, almost tackled, broke one.
Right.
Everybody's looking for the horse collar, but they never threw it.
He said, hey, man, I taught Gabe how to do that. Watch.
Exactly. He's like, me and Bro have been playing this for a long time together. What? Okay, so we're going to have a personal foul here against Hot Springs.
That should be against them, not us.
Okay, well, Karen's got the eye on it, so we'll see what they decide to do here.
I think maybe some extracurricular after the play.
And I think that we got another injured player. So, unfortunately, we're going to take a timeout as they try to figure this one out. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas 96.3.
conduct against the Trojans.
Bring the ball back 15
that's
yards.
Be a 15-yard penalty. The good news here is that it brings the chains with them. So it's not a 1st and 25. I mean, you lose the 15 yards of field position, but you're still looking at 1st and 10. So that's the silver lining.
Yeah, but this
the
is
bad news is that Morrilton's been chirping all night. So I'm not sure necessarily what we did that was any worse than anything that they've done. But again, I didn't see the play, so
yeah,
I'm not going to make a judgment.
The crowd was so dense that we couldn't quite see or make sense of it. Anyway.
Even our producer felt like that one should have went against Morrilton down there, getting a live look at it from the sidelines.
4 minutes to go in this ball game. Hot Springs trying to keep the season alive. Allen takes the snap, looks to the middle of the field to Mourning, and he's got Mourning. And he dropped it. Oh my gosh,
man! There's got to be something in the air tonight, because I mean, you're talking about Jamarcus Mourning don't ever drop that pass, and that's the second time that's happened to him.
Yeah.
And we know Morrilton's number 15, Jamarcus for them, has struggled to hold on to the ball, so I'm not sure what is going on with the football down there tonight.
There's got to be some condensation going on, getting that ball wet. And Barry's going to come to the sideline. No, he's going to stay on. And look at this. This is rare. Hot Springs doing a huddle. I don't think we've seen them do that all season.
Bishop had to call them in, hey guys, we're huddling.
2nd and 10 here. Allen all alone over the top has Mourning. Mourning is still moving down to the 10. Oh my goodness! First down, Hot Springs.
Doing his best Antoine Berry impersonation right there, running through some tackles. And I love that. Catch him off balance a little bit, right? You're in the playoffs, man. This is it. It's do or now or never. And so run that huddle, get him off balance. Bishop Allen fakes the quarterback run, pops and pass right over the top.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for Hot Springs near the 11. Little screen pass out to Jaime. Louis got it.
Touchdown!
And they're going to throw a flag.
Man, you can't do that.
Yeah, Louis is trying to plead his case.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
It's a taunt. It's taunting.
Yeah, so Louis is saying that I'm trying to burn time off the clock, and the referee's saying that he was taunting. So you'll see how they assess this one. I would imagine, though, that this is going to push Hot Springs back on the PAT.
Push the PAT back, which we just saw that earlier come back to bite them.
Yeah, so here, let's see what they're going to call. I would imagine, though, that this is going to be a personal foul, taunting, because they're not picking the flag up.
Yeah, they're not picking it up. I mean, call it what it is, right? This has been chippy all night. Louis Jaime wanted to get his in right there.
Yeah, there you go.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 5. It's going to back them up.
It's just frustrating. I know what Louis Jaime was trying to do, but it looks like taunting from that point of view.
1,000%.
And so Hot Springs here in a situation where you could have easily gone up by 1.
That's right, and they're going to put the offense on the field, and I don't blame them here. That's a long kick for Eric Luna in a pressure situation. I think I trust my offense to get the 15 yards more than I trust my kicker to make the 20-plus yard field goal at this point. So I don't hate this decision.
If you're a player out there maybe watching this, maybe you're a young player watching this out there, in situations where you think, maybe I'm going to burn some extra clock, you can't. You just got to run the ball in, because they're going to find a way to call that penalty on you every time. And
Louis Jaime is still trying to point to the clock for the coaches. I was running the clock.
Yeah.
I get it. All due respect to Louis, an incredible player.
Yeah.
I think that he may have thought in his head, I'm going to try to run some clock, but there was a little bit in there that was probably like, let me talk my stuff right on this touchdown run here.
All of a sudden, it's a tie ball game. 26 all, 3:22 to go. Hot Springs trying. What are they doing? Oh, they took the score off. That is absolutely insane.
Wow.
How do you do that?
That's crazy.
1st and 12 for Hot Springs.
Here we go. Do it all over again.
About to get sacked if he's not careful. He's going to have to run. He's going to keep it himself and try to get up there. He might get it in to score, and he does. You going to call that back, ref? Are you going to call that back, ref?
Well, we better be careful. No flags on the play, so.
I mean, it's just
Everybody get off the field. Everybody get off the field. It's over. We scored the touchdown. Let's run the PAT team out there. Oh, that may have worked out better for us.
You know what? It did, Chance, and I'm going to hold my tongue, and I'll tell you my thoughts after we get off the air. And anybody else you want to know, you text me. 3:13 to go in this game. Hot Springs is trying to take the lead here with the PAT.
That's right. And this has not been a gimme by any stretch of the means for Hot Springs.
Hot Springs doesn't have enough players on the field.
We're running 2 guys out late. That does not bode well for us.
Nope. Here we go. The set. It's up. And it's good. Hot Springs takes the lead with 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go.
Well, it's never easy for the Hot Springs Trojans, and it's far from over now.
Yeah.
With 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go with the explosive Morrilton team on the other side. But this is what it boils down to right here.
Again, this is a game that's going to come down to the final moments, as they typically do in Hot Springs fashion. 3:13 to go. Your Hot Springs Trojans are ahead 27 to Morrilton's 26. This has just been emotional, high-stakes football from the get, Chance. I haven't. I'm over here bouncing my leg. I'm so anxious, and I haven't stopped since 7.
Yeah, and this game is, like I said, with 3 minutes and 13 seconds to go. You got to kick off. We know special teams has been shaky all year, even though they've been lights out tonight, really. And then you got to have a defense come up big at least one more time, potentially 2 more times.
Yeah. And again, these are teams that are both pass heavy, so we're deep into this football game. It's 9:36 p.m. A lot of times you're walking off the field at 9:15 and the game's over, right? So this game is running a little long. Let's see if that fatigue starts to take effect. Caught near the 9-yard line. Morrilton's going to try to find a seam, and he's tackled near the 26.
Yeah. Lots of extra pushes at the end of that one. And you're probably going to see that. Like, I'm not saying a flag should have been thrown on anybody, but you're probably going to see that the rest of the way here.
Yeah, I don't. That handshake line is not going to be. I hope it's friendly. I don't know if it will be. 3:06 to go. Morrilton now trying to take the lead. Hot Springs ahead, 27-26. First down for Morrilton. And they don't take the snap. They're going to get that adjustment call.
You see Louis Hyman
takes
looking
the snap,
to screech off the
hand off
there.
up the middle, and if they can get to him, he's got a lot of room to run. And Hot Springs going to push him back, and they'll probably give him a yard or 2 out of it. Let's see where they call it.
Yeah, forward progress is going to give him 2, but you like that start from the defense, and this crowd is feeling it.
2nd and 8.
Let's get loud, guys. Come on now.
It sounds like Hot Springs wants to play on Black Friday.
That's right.
Here we go. 2nd and 9. 2:39 to go. The clock's moving. Both teams with 3 timeouts.
Coach Burnett is upset on the sideline. He did not like that formation from his defense.
So they'll take a timeout, and we'll probably take our final timeout. We want to thank you for listening to ESPN. Morrilton moves the ball up with a quarterback keeper, 1st and 10. 2:24 to go in this one.
Hot Springs up by 1.
And Morrilton sets back to pass over the middle, and this one's dropped by Sanders.
Yeah, and that's, man, I mean, I know I've said it 100 times tonight, but our defensive backs meet their flowers tonight. Yes. They have been all over these Morrilton receivers. Even when Morrilton has completed those tough catches, that's exactly what it's been. A tough catch, fit into a tight window, and just a great catch from the receiver. Our defensive backs have been lights out.
2nd and 10, 2 wideouts on either side. Here's the snap. Morrilton looks to the right, and they're going to throw a flag, and there was separation. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know that I saw much contact.
There wasn't. He threw the flag with no contact. It's so frustrating with these nonsense calls.
Yeah, I'm never going to say that we shouldn't call the game how it needs to be called, but you also don't want the outcome of the game to be dictated by a ref. And I feel like late in the game, on a play where they're both a little handsy, maybe just let that one go.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get there. He never had the chance to get there, and you're going to call that one there. Anyway, here we go. 1st and 10 for Morrilton. From their own 49, they send one in motion. Little counter here, and he's got some room. Yeah. And he's going to get out to the sideline and stop the clock. Smart play by the Dogs.
I mean, that's just worked for them all night. That's been the kind of their bread and butter right there.
Yeah, so 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Hot Springs only has 2 timeouts because they burned one earlier.
How many Morrilton got? They got all theirs?
They got all 3. Here we go. Morrilton trying to take the lead and possibly the win. 1st and 10. They got pressure from Smiley, and he's going to run out after a gain of about 4. The quarterback keeps it.
Yeah, good pressure there, just letting him escape the pocket. You got to contain him right there. You really want another person to close the pocket right there and get him for a loss. He's able to square it out for about 4.
2nd and 6 here with 2 minutes left to play in this football game as Morrilton takes the play from the sideline.
Boy, this is some pressure-packed football right here, man.
Quarterback Maddox Berry waiting to snap. Has it, rolls to his right. There's pressure coming from Hot Springs, and he got it out to number 9. And then you've got another flag, and that's a face mask probably. So that's going to move the ball another 15 yards, and it's just incredibly frustrating for the Trojans, who can't seem to get out of their own way right now.
Yeah, and that's a killer, because now you're talking about we've put them in field goal range.
Yeah.
So they don't really have to score at this point.
They move the ball all the way up to the 14-yard line, and it's just how many yards have been given to them this drive? 30?
Yeah.
I mean, good grief. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Morrilton. Counter. And arm tackle. Never going to work. You got Trey Eddington saying no.
There you go.
And he gets
I've seen that one too many times. And Trey Eddington just flying up the field.
Yeah, Hot Springs has got to shut down these arm tackles. You got to put hats on the football with 1 minute and 24 seconds rolling on the clock. It's 2nd and 11 for Morrilton, who's content to watch the clock roll.
That's right. The clock is on their side right now, already in field goal position.
Taking the snap. Hot Springs trying to apply pressure. Incomplete pass. That's going to stop the clock with 1 minute and 8 seconds. It's 3rd and 12 now.
Oh, my goodness. My stomach is in knots, Mr. Knott.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. But that's what sports do to you. I mean, when you bleed black and gold like this, I mean, here we go.
1 minute and 8 seconds to go. 3rd and 12. Oh, my goodness.
Trying to make it decisive if they can. Hot Springs trying to put up the stop. Takes the snap. Extra blocker in the backfield. And are they going to throw it?
They're saying catch.
They're saying catch. And that's going to give them a fresh set of downs.
Yep.
So Morrilton now has it. 1st and goal from the 4.
I think now you got to start thinking about, do you let them score?
Yeah, I think you do. Handoff up the middle, and he's stopped. But if you're Hot Springs, you've got to call a timeout here, right? 50 seconds, rolling on the clock, and they don't take the timeout. I think you let them score here, Chance.
Well, Morrilton's still going hurry up, so they're not milking the clock.
And they're going to say
now
the coach got
Burnett
to the
gets his
timeout.
timeout.
So here you got 41 seconds to go. And Morrilton in prime position to put this one away.
Man, I can't believe they caught that right there. And again, our defensive back couldn't have been in better position. I mean, yeah, he could have got his head around, but he's fitting that into a tight window, and the receiver's just making an incredible catch. Our defensive backs are right there on top of it. It's just this quarterback fears nothing and will throw the ball anywhere on the field.
You got 5 yards to go to seemingly win the game and move to next week. Morrilton is trying to take this lead back from Hot Springs and put it away.
Yeah, and you got to remember, Morrilton missed a PAT earlier, so I don't know how great they feel about their kicker either. Yeah. You know, they were going fast right there. They weren't trying to milk no clock and kick a field goal. They were trying to put the ball in the end zone. So honestly, when it comes to high school kickers, that's really your best bet, right? You don't want to put your faith in a kicker. You'd rather just score the touchdown and have the sure thing.
Unless you got Cam Little.
Unless you got Cam Little, man. I don't see Cam Little on their sideline.
No, you got an empty backfield here
Watch
for
quarterback
Morrilton.
draw. They ain't run it all night.
Here we go. Morrilton sends it over the top and a smart play to score.
Yep.
36 seconds remain in the game, and Morrilton has taken the lead. Hot Springs feeling devastated.
Yeah, that is.
Just praying that they can make something happen here with the short amount of time they have left.
Yeah, that is a tough break right there.
Yeah, so I mean, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Morrilton has put up the fight of a lifetime tonight.
Yeah, you got to shout out that 5A West conference.
Yeah.
I mean, those dudes, they went 4-0 in the first round of the playoffs, even having Harrison knock off number 1 Valley View, and then Harrison was tied with Parkview at halftime. Not sure how that game ended, but that 5A West is no joke. But I'm gonna say this: how much time we got left? 36 seconds. That's not a long time, but let's not forget in the first half we had a 99-yard touchdown pass.
That's right.
So this team only needs that amount of time in order to score. So this game not over yet for the Hot Springs Trojans.
So Robinson just won. And I think you also said, Chance, that we found out an update that Lakeside won as well.
Yes.
So here we go.
That was my text, as long as the text is not incorrect.
So right now, Morrilton has a 5-point advantage. And coming out to, are they going to go with PAT or are they going to, no, they're going to go try to go for 2. So Morrilton going for 2 here, trying to wrap this one up and keep their dream alive. They'd run a reverse here, pass out to the quarterback, and it was successful. So Morrilton is now ahead by 7 points, and Hot Springs has 36 seconds to respond.
Well, that's not good for Hot Springs, that's for sure. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to say it again, this game ain't over quite yet. This is an explosive offense that can absolutely score in 36 seconds. Now, what it's going to take is you got to have something positive happen on first down, right?
Yes.
And you really want to stop the clock on first down. So we need positive yards on first down, and we got to stop the clock on first down.
Hot Springs getting set back to receive in what could be the final kickoff of their dream season, getting to the second round of the playoffs here in the 5A conference. And I mean, even if things don't turn out right, it has been an incredible journey this season.
Absolutely. Nothing to hang your head about at all. And again, I'm not even going to talk like that because right now we still got 36 seconds of football, and anything can happen, you know?
Chance, the ever positive one. We love it. 36 whole seconds to do or die here in the 5A quarterfinals.
That's right. I mean, you just got to, this team has persevered and overcome all year, and they got to do it one more time tonight.
And let's see if Morrilton decides to boot it deep. I would imagine they don't do any kind of trickery here. No, they're going to bring this one back.
So they got an offsides or timeout?
I don't know. I think it was a timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that Morrilton took a timeout. So everybody gets to re-rack, do it again.
Yep.
Hot Springs has one timeout, which is just, unfortunate. You kind of wish you had that very first one back.
Yeah, you burned out of just some confusion. Defensive formation, couldn't get lined up properly. But, you wonder, I see Coach Whitmore, somebody, is that Coach Whitmore? I don't think that's Coach Whitmore. Somebody's down there talking to Gabe and Louie. You wonder, are they working something up on the kickoff?
They have to be, right?
Right, maybe.
Because I would imagine Morrilton is going to say, no, you need to just kick it to a non-skill player.
Yeah, I think back to the Music City Miracle. I don't know if you remember that. Tennessee, right? Had a guy kind of laying down, and it was like a cross-field lateral, and he ends up taking it to the end zone. So, I don't know. Could be working something up, maybe a reverse or.
Yeah, I think Morrilton's going to do an onside kick here. That's what it looks like. Let's find out what happens. And nope, they're going to boot it deep, and this one's going to go over the head of Jaime and into the end zone.
Yeah.
So Hot Springs is going to have all 36 seconds to work with. All 36.
All right, all 36 seconds and a timeout, and we know that this team is explosive. So if any team was ever designed to score in 36 seconds, it'd be
this one.
Your 2025 Hot Springs Trojans.
That's right. Here we go, and just thanks to everybody who's stuck with us tonight and this whole season. This has been incredible, and right now Hot Springs clinging to life and trying to advance to next week.
Absolutely. First down's going to come out in an empty set.
Trips to the right.
Morrilton playing just everybody deep. Deep is the deepest.
Takes the snap. It's a little low. He's got pressure. Going to go with a screen over the top. Hot Springs got the first down. You got 29 seconds to work with, 28 seconds to work with. And I think that, they're going to use that timeout.
Yeah, you got to there.
Way too much time expired there.
Yeah. How much time is left on the clock?
You got 27 seconds. It should have stopped at 29. 2nd and 1.
Boy.
It's just frustrating. We've been at a fever pitch for what feels like hours.
Yeah, and just tough, man. And it was the same. It's the same things that came back to haunt this team that continue to pop up, right? I mean,
penalties.
When you talk about penalties, you talk about missed PAT, all those things that just came back to just too much to overcome in the first 90% of this ball game. We'll see if
they put the time back on the clock, Chance.
29. Okay.
It's back at 29
seconds.
So somebody's listening.
Yeah, that's right.
2 seconds could make it or break it, baby.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
Hot Springs down 34-27, trying to keep the hope alive. 2nd and 1, but not like it matters. Empty backfield, low snap. Bishop has to pick it up and keep it.
Oh, no.
And unfortunately, Hot Springs does not have any timeouts left.
They needed.
And they're just incredibly frustrated. They're saying, get to the line. We've got to spike it. Get set. And he does. He spikes it, and now Hot Springs only has 15 seconds.
Oh, my goodness.
So, low snap there. Condensation. It seems like it's been an issue all evening.
That was about as disastrous as you could have had happen right there.
For sure.
And now this team is on life support. So.
Yep. It's 4th and 1 with 15 seconds. This is for everything. Hot Springs probably going to run a crazy long go around here if they can get the protection for Bishop. Bishop looks deep, steps up, sends it way up to Jaime, who's got it, and he's got it down to 30.
Now you got to get there,
but there's
the
only
clock's
7.
Going to stop.
It's going to stop, and they've got to run up.
Stop to set the chains.
Yep.
Got to spike it.
You have to spike it with 7 seconds to go. So everybody's got to get set very quickly, and they're looking for the ball. The offensive line is trying to get set so they can do the spike, and they got it off. So here you go. You got 5 seconds to work with.
And you've at least given yourself a chance to get to the end zone, right? I mean, you're talking about a 30-yard touchdown pass. Whew. I mean, they're on life support, but we're still beep. Beep. I still hear a beep. I haven't
I ain't
given
heard
up
no
yet.
bell.
I ain't heard no bell yet.
31 seconds to go in
That's
Hot
right.
Springs, trying to win it,
That's right.
trying to keep the hope and dream alive of playing next Friday.
And I think here you're going to probably just take a delay of game because oh no, they bumped the clock up. Okay, well, that's good.
Okay.
All right, here we go. This is it.
This is
Ball
it.
game right
Final
here.
play of the game potentially. Empty backfield. Allen has a lot of pressure, steps
Gotta
up in
get
the
rid of
pocket,
it.
and just sends it up in all hope he can. And nobody came away with it. And that should be
That's the
the
ball
end
game.
of the game. And Hot Springs concludes the season in the second week of the playoffs. And it has been an incredible season. It's been an enjoyable one, but not the way this team wanted things to end. They seem frozen a little bit in this struggle of coming to grips with this reality. But man, Chance, it has been a heck of a season.
Yeah, these guys got nothing to hang their heads about, man. They just absolutely all year left it all on the field. Accomplished so much. When you talk about undefeated in conference, 5A South Conference champs, 1 seed, hosting 2 playoff games, and Morrilton, just a really good team coming in here and winning by 7. And just like I'm so proud of these guys and the way that they competed all year, the way that they carried themselves with such class and all the things. And I know it's hard, man. I feel it, man. I remember being a senior that last game. It just was gut-wrenching. I bawled like a baby. So you see the emotion down there on those seniors. Some guys playing football for the last time, and it's hard. But again, man, they're going to look back on this year, and it's going to be so special to them their entire lives. And you know, everybody's always woulda, coulda, shoulda, but this team really did accomplish so much, and I hope none of that is taken away from them with how it ended tonight.
I don't think there's any better way to say it. At the end of this one, you've got 34-27, a team that just played incredibly all season, found ways to win in every avenue, but when you're faced with an opponent like Morrilton, it concludes with heartbreak. And I don't think that there's any other way to say it. We're feeling heartbroken. I know that, but these parents, these fans, this Trojan Nation is still proud of the display put on by this team and the resiliency that they've had.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do hate it for them, man. I see it down there, but they are just a great group of men. This team has just been awesome all year, and I'm going to sound like a broken record. I don't care, because I am just so incredibly proud of them and what they did this year, what they accomplished, how they represented Hot Springs and our school, and just could not ask for a better coaching staff, a better group of young men. And no, it did not end the way that we wanted to, but they left it all on the field. They left it all on the field. They
left every bit of it on the field.
And that's all you can ask for, is just give it your all. And that's what they did every single night, every single Friday night.
Yeah.
So,
it's been a wild ride this season. It's been a lot of fun from starting in the blistering heat, Chance, those first couple of weeks.
West Memphis.
We've been to literally every corner of the state, I feel like, to play football this season.
That's right.
And it's been so much fun. I've really enjoyed getting to call these games with you, buddy. And hey, December 9th, first basketball game.
That's right. Mark it on your calendars.
Yeah, Coach Hayes has a young, electric crew this year. He was senior heavy last year, and he's got a young team that's excited about the future. And we can't wait to bring that basketball to you. The girls team is having some success early in the season already. Big shout out to Trinity Stiff, who is a leader on the basketball team. Girls basketball team, I should say. But man, you see the parents out there just trying to. This is
hard,
just real.
Man.
It's real.
Hard. It's raw emotion.
It's real.
You know, and after such a historic season, you talk about 5A conference champs, you talk about the highest scoring offense in Hot Springs school history.
Yeah.
Bishop Allen set in the single season passing touchdown record. Just stat after stat where it was just, you felt like, and we know you have such a good team, and you know, I've talked to Coach B before, and he's talked about, man, the 5A is so hard in the playoffs because it's good on good. Like you're not playing any gimmies. We saw that last week with BB going to overtime. This game's a 7-point game. This is just 5A playoff football, and just hats off to Morrilton. They just made one more play than we did tonight, and that's just how it ends for the Trojans.
So, at the conclusion of your Hot Springs Trojans football season, it's been a wonderful, wonderful season. We've enjoyed it so much, and unfortunately Hot Springs falls to Morrilton late in the fourth quarter. But that's the way she goes. That's the way she goes. And, yeah, a lot of these kids are experiencing a lot of emotions right now. A lot of these fans, we're experiencing a lot of emotions right now. But couldn't be more proud of this team and all that they've done and accomplished together this season. These kids are going to have these memories for a lifetime. So we want to thank everybody at the station. We want to thank Karen Hill, our producer. Chance, I want to thank you for always holding it down with me and just having the most fun possible. So for all of us here, we want to thank you for listening to ESPN Arkansas 96.3.
See
Thanks.
you, Lauren. Distraught. Yeah. Hey, I remember, dude.